protect and grow their most valuable assets. From tailored group life assurance protection to affordable pension plans, we've got your business and your employees covered. Contact your broker or call Old Mutual on 0509 551 609 today. Old Mutual, do great things every day.
Come on. Good boy. Honey, look, he's crawling. Good job. The new Cerelac Wheat and Maize has the combined goodness of wheat and maize grains fortified with iron, vitamins, and minerals also found in fruits and vegetables. To prepare the new Cerelac Wheat and Maize, just add milk. Enjoy your little one's big moments at less cost. Cerelac, care for them, count on us. This advert is FDA approved.
Channel 1 TV has a way of telling their stories. Stories that empower change. Capturing the trending issues, delving into our communities, getting out the voices that matter.
Before the end of this year, some significant improvement would have been noticed on that road. And it's not going to be a 9-day wonder. He's back to site to continue with the project.
Channel 1 Newsroom, CNR, brings you an exhaustive coverage of the day's news. 8 p.m. and 11 p.m. every night.
A lot of responsibility rests on the shoulders of African leaders to create an environment that is conducive to trade and investment. We wish to partner with any nation of the world.
Channel 1 Newsroom captures the exact news temperature of the nation.
Everything in this world is subject to abuse. And that's why there are checks and balances. That's why you have to also go to court and do...
From the northern, western, eastern, and southern parts of Ghana, Channel 1 Newsroom, CNR's got you covered.
People normally enter the boat without the life jackets. We believe strongly that if they were wearing life jackets, their lives would have been saved.
8 p.m. and 11 p.m. every night.
I thought I should contain myself. But he should be careful. He did not win the election on merit. The NDC won the Asokwa election by default. For whatever reason, we, the MPP, we decided to hand over power later.
CNR, telling your stories, empowering change. Catch CNR on Channel 1 TV at 8 p.m. and 11 p.m. every night.
We're trendy and youthful. We're UBA. We're here to make your life better, stress-free and easy. We go the extra mile, beyond your expectations. We will get it done and get it done very well now. UBA, best loans and more. UBA, best customer satisfaction. UBA, best digital solutions. UBA, Africa's global bank.
For best retail products, innovative offerings, loans made just for you, attractive interest rates, trading across Africa or sending money. If you want the best digital banking products, including chatting with you on WhatsApp and Facebook, turn to UBA, Africa's global bank.
Looking for a burst of flavor in every sip? Discover the refreshing taste of Piva beverages. Enjoy the classic Piva Cola flavor, perfect fit anytime. How about a fruity adventure? Try our delightful Piva orange fruit drink packed with recognized citrus flavor. Craving something exotic? Our Piva cocktail fruit drink brings the tropics to you. For a sweet and juicy treat, grab our grapefruit drink and don't miss out on the refreshing Piva Tangerine fruit drink, bursting with tangerine flavor. Piva Cola, Piva Orange, Piva Cocktail, Piva Grape, Piva Tangerine. Grab yours today. Available now at your local store. Call us on 05500 32231. Piva, a taste you love. This advert is FDA approved.
P for Piva.
The city is alive on 97.3.
There can be no other than 97.3. No need to change. Keep it tuned to City. You're number one. Don't look no further. We've got it all covered. City FM.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, my neighbor.
Good morning to life.
Good morning.
Music, talk, inspiration, in perspective.
Express yourself. Good morning, my neighbor.
City FM, your station.
It's a refreshing lifestyle.
City FM, 97.3.
Unleashing the power of relevant radio. This is Citi 97.3.
The City Breakfast Show. This is the City Breakfast Show.
We give you glory.
They that rise up against, oh Lord, many are they that say, of me that's no help for him in God, bow down, oh Lord.
The City Breakfast Show. Rise above the noise.
You are a shield for me, my glory, hey, and the lifter of my head. You are a shield for me, my glory, and the
Six 33, 97.3 City FM. This is the City Breakfast Show. Taking over from Anatu Boateng with the City Breakfast News. Wednesday, 17th September 2025. His name is MOG. He says, "Oh Lord, you are a shield for me. But thou, O Lord, are a shield for me, my glory and the lifter of my head." Starting off with Business Sense with Access Bank, then bring you the newspaper review segment. A great opportunity to use the power of today to make a difference in the lives of many. And this is something that came to my timeline. There's an African legend that says, in a race between a lion and a deer, many times the deer wins because the lion runs for food, but the deer runs for life. The moral of the story is simple. Purpose is more powerful than need. Purpose is more powerful than need. The lion runs for food, but the deer runs for life. Oh my God. So the deer will win because he's running for his life. The lion would lose many times because he's running for food. And the moral is very simple. Purpose is more powerful than need. When your why is as strong as your need to breathe, when your why is as strong as your need to breathe, nothing can outrun your will. Nothing can outrun your will. So let's go for purpose. Don't live your life on the basis of what you need. There may be opportunities that answer a specific need in your life. Go for opportunities that are fitting to your purpose. Don't go for the first thing that's offered. Wait for that which really aligns with purpose. That's Real Business Sense, brought to you by Access Bank. The Access Bank Fakitwa Beji Kesia promo is in full swing. 2-minute draws in the first mega draw have already taken place. There's a share of over 500,000 cedis in cash and amazing prizes like Netflix, Spotify, and Amazon subscriptions. Promo is on till end of this month. Terms and conditions apply. Call 0800 004400 for more details. Go to ghana.accessbankplc.com. Access Bank, more than banking. Getting into the newspaper review segment, Mr. Richard Sky, Caleb Kuda here, courtesy of Fidelity Bank. Sika Boom 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 is reloaded, a promo to reward your savings with life-changing cash prizes. Deposit and maintain 500 cedis or more in your account, and you could win up to 100,000 cedis in our grand draw. Open one, save smart, end points, win big. It's an interactive show. There's a text message that I got this morning from the Kotoka International Airport, which I feel I just need to read before we start. So this is from Faustinus Gemega.
Okay.
Faustinus Gemega. Yeah. Good morning, team. Kindly send some reporters to the Kotoka International Airport. There is total chaos, and passengers have arrived in the country with their bags not having arrived yet. Some passengers complain about arriving a month and their bags still not having been in. We were told that the guys at Amsterdam Airport are on some sort of strike, and it's causing huge bag logs in luggage. So we don't know whether it's the Ghana Airport Company that's supposed to respond to this. We need some clarity on the matter of arriving without your bags, and that can be very precarious. Because even the way we wait for the bags, we don't have too many of the
carousels.
Yes, and sometimes when there's a huge flight, like when I arrived from the UK, the
Emirates,
you even get a space to stand to wait for your bag, because the airport, I still feel we need more space. Initially when the airport was, I thought it was that big, but when you go to international airports, you realize that they give a bit more space. And the other things that Ghanaians like traveling with bags. We have placed our
15 luggage.
Charlie, busy.
Why?
Yeah, because it's called Agbamekano.
Oh no!
You know Agbamekano.
Agbamekano.
Yeah, if you don't bring anything,
everybody's wanting something.
You have to bring something. So Charlie, people hold this. So KIA, please attend to this text message. In the meantime, what are the papers saying?
Let me take you to the Ghanaian Times for this morning. The big story talks about $10 billion big push agenda takes off. Yesterday, the president was in the Volta region and then also in the Greater Accra region to launch that big agenda. Also, the front page this morning, a troubling one: 5 dead in Wakrom Junction road crash. There's a correction made here on the front page of the Ghanaian Times. We are told police fires warning shots to disperse rioting tattoo students. And Sacred Dotiye for Asante Hima begins.
Dotiye. Yes.
Okay.
So the Herald newspaper this morning says Roads Minister demands answers on 40 billion Ghana Cedi inherited debt as Mahama launches big push to modernize Ghana's road network across all 16 regions, and MasterCard plots AI road to Africa's $16.5 billion US market, 230 million digital jobs expected by 2030. Central Regional Minister cries over water. Nyako headworks shut down, and that's affecting 10 districts as a result of illegal mining. Energy Minister advocates robust framework for Africa's green transition.
The Chronicle says Mahama's $10 billion big push takes off. Bogosu Prestia Mine Buhaha. Blue Gold files $1 billion arbitration claim against Ghana. I can't see the photograph of the Attorney General. and Educhum has been targeted for smear campaign, according to his spokesperson.
So the Inquisitor says position on Arab's dismissal, GBA under fire, and Gold Board and Masks Gold Smuggling Syndicate, also Cocoa Board CEO, engages Japanese chocolate manufacturers, declare partial state of emergency to deal with illegal mining. This is Ken Ashigbe to President Mahama.
The news center says 100 million Ghana cedi gold cartel busted, 3 nabbed, and 1 million Ghana cedi bounty for 4 suspects on the run.
Yeah.
The big push makes the front page. Meanwhile, Mohammed's response to Galamsey unsatisfactory. The Catholic bishops of this country are not happy. And then something here that says EcoBank hands over 500,000 Ghana cedi modern refurbished health center to Dowenya North.
Daily Guide has the gold smuggling syndicate story here as well. Bogosu Prestia mine, Ghana risks $1 billion arbitration and declares state of emergency on Galamsey. Catholic bishops demanding. Educhum targeted for smear campaign. That story is here as well.
I take you to the custodian newspaper and Johnson Asiedu
Come on,
new president.
Yeah, man.
You know the tie clip we they use those days.
Tie clip.
I think some 2000.
Yeah. So
he clip it tire.
Oh, he clip up the way he wears suit.
Thank you.
Yes, President.
Where Gankui?
Allah.
Yes, mosquito.
I see a new Ketia starts NDC 2028 presidential bid.
Yeah, man.
Also on the front page this morning, we are told that Akan NDC youth revolt, and they are shutting down NHIS office as well as NADMO offices elsewhere. And then the story about the Tamale Technical University students clashing with the police.
Very unfortunate scenes from yesterday.
Page,
The informer, Galamsey War, government warned against selective prosecution. Most Reverend Matthew Kwesi Jemfi, president of the Ghana Catholic Bishops Conference, is here. CJ urges decisive action on Galamsey, says time to act is now on drug trafficking, narco targets, e-commerce and internet services. CDD Ghana raises alarm over $200 million presidential election costs, and commentary why the AG vs GBA clash matters for Ghana's democracy, whereas while at it, GBA rejects AG's bias accusation.
My final newspaper, the new publisher says bounty on gold smugglers, 4 million Ghana cedi cash for you, just bring these men alive. Wow. The story of Siedu Nketia also makes the front page. Also, the university students clashing with the police, and lodge members storm Mensha.
And the Ghanaian publisher is the final one. Ghana faces $1 billion arbitration of $1 billion over Bogosu Prestia mine indecision. NPP blast police over tattoo. That's the Tamale Technical University students' brutality. Asiedu Nketia fuels 2028 bid. Gold Board bus smugglers place $1 million Ghana cedi bounty on 4 suspects: Mohammed Afasa, Putalan Abdul Karim, Mohammed Nandoli Rafiq, and then Sadiq Abubakar are the people on the run.
Daily Graphic, big push project takes off. President Mahama cuts short for 3 major roads. He's photographed wearing a hard hat and is, I think, driving or moving one of these earth-moving machines. Air pollution is now top killer. Overtakes HIV, AIDS, and malaria, according to a study. Guys, let's be careful. Benue land dispute, 5,000 school children displaced, 44 schools shut down. And then Catholic bishops call for state of emergency in the Galamsey fight. I'll just give you 2 or 3 headlines per website, and then I'll get into the details. If you take citynewsroom.com, my selected headlines have to do with Felix Kwachu Fosu giving some updates. It says government to station soldiers permanently in 44 Galamsey hotspots. This was on face-to-face with Umaru Sanda yesterday. Toby Apede says oral 24-hour economy key to Ghana's transformation. Meanwhile, Kokmak, do you know Kokmak?
Kokmak.
Cement manufacturers. They say influx of Kimco cement. Kimco from Togo could undermine Ghana's industry. So we are in an era of after, but people still don't want cement from outside. Tempani doesn't have a kilometer of tarred sky. I think one day we need to do a program on this. I've heard at least 5 MPs
say that,
speak on Citi FM, particularly say that there isn't a single kilometer of tarred road in their constituency. I've heard, I think, Afram Plain South. I've heard one of the Garu MPs. I've heard a couple of them say. So this one is the Minister for Public Sector Reform. She says there's not even a single kilometer of tarred road in her constituency. All right. And then here's another one. We won't leave unless you kill us. CMB drivers, traders resist alleged land grab. Again, a lot of land guard stories in the past few weeks. Keep an eye on this. All these stories on citynewsroom.com. Now, Channel 1 News has a number of stories. We are calling for radical action, not military revolution. Catholic bishops on Galamsey. Another land matter. Okpogli youth vow to sue TDC over what? Land issues. This one is also troubling. Tattoo. Do you know tattoo? Tattoo students falls into open defecation over poor toilet facility. Yesterday, Tamale Teaching Technical University, they had a protest march and they said, Charlie, sometimes their lectures and people are doing number 2 across the street. This is not very good at all. My Joy Online, so this is Channel 1 on newsonline.com. My Joy Online is leading with Educhum. Poverty, not cost of living, is Ghana's greatest threat. He also says presidency demands a mindset to turn Ghana upside down, says Educhum. Meanwhile, BEC malpractice expose shows corruption creeping into schools. Chief of Staff is speaking as well. So let's get into the details. I think we should start with the road projects.
Yes. So let me take you to that story on the center spread of the Ghanaian Times this morning. The big push taking off. Julius Yao Petechi, writing for the Ghanaian Times, says President John Dramani Mahama yesterday broke the ground to mark the commencement of the $10 billion big push infrastructure initiative, which is happening across the whole of the country. Now, the initiative, we are told, is intended to accelerate infrastructural development, to drive job creation and prioritize the completion of uncompleted and abandoned critical infrastructural projects across all sectors. Now, for the symbolic takeoff of the ambitious initiative, the president cut a sword for the construction of the Dodowa Afienya Dowenya Road. He also later in the day cut the sword for the construction of the Atimpoku Asikuma Anyirawase Ho Denu Aplau stretch at Titrinu near Ho.
That's 117 kilometers.
Yes. In all, there are 32 road projects earmarked under the initiative with 13.9 billion Ghana cedis budget for this year alone.
Stay with that story because the minister is complaining that he inherited a 40 billion CD debt and he can't see the roads to match that.
Yes, that's the angle Herald pick it from. Roads Minister says that a colossal 40 billion Ghana CD debt owed to road contractors. He's inherited that, and yet, according to him, it is difficult to show tangible results of what the money was spent on, despite his travels across all 16 regions. Now, the sword cutting for the Dodowa Afienya Dowenya Road project, President Mahama announced a 24-month completion deadline, and then he praised Oswald Investment Limited, the contractor, as one of Ghana's best, and he assured the people that the work will be done in 24 months, but according to him, the contractor had assured that work will be done in ahead of time. They will get that done ahead. Now,
he also praised First Sky, who has been giving the whole road to do. And he says once you have First Sky on the road, you can be rest assured they will do a good job. But he said something about wheelbarrow contractors. He said since he took over office, people have been calling him asking for contract, thinking that you can, once you have a wheelbarrow, you can contract the road or something. So they should be careful there. So that was the road project. We'll deal with this much more later.
Just to emphasize that if you go to page 9 of the news center, they focus on the fact that it is going to be across the country.
So give me some highlights.
So the story on page 9 says Mahama launches big push to benefit every region. So
so this is just the first phase?
Yeah, that's right, the first phase. So President John Dramani Mahama has assured Ghanaians that his government's flagship big push infrastructure program would deliver equitable development across the country, with all 16 regions set to benefit from a massive rollout of road projects.
Meanwhile, the MP for Timpani and Minister for Public Sector Reform, Lydia Lamisi Akanvariba, has decried the poor state of roads in her constituency, revealing that not even a single kilometer of road in that constituency has been tarred. Speaking about the situation, the MP described the lack of road infrastructure as deeply troubling. Sadly, and I keep on saying, it's very sad because Timpani does not even have 1 kilometer of tarred road. She told Eyewitness News yesterday.
Well, this weekend I will meet Terminator. You know, he's laying his wife to rest.
Not everybody knows who Terminator is.
The
former minister for Rose.
Christian Mwakwata.
Yes. So he's having his mother's funeral, I think, or something. Something to do with his So you are going there to interview him?
No, he sent me an invitation.
Oh, okay.
So I'll be representing
as his tormentor in chief. Oh, then you're a big man.
So I'll be representing the Republic and the food. So you have to give me the contribution.
No problem.
Now,
Top of that.
yeah, it's very important. Now, CJ urges decisive action on Galamsey.
Okay.
Says time to act is now. Story is on the Informer newspaper, page number 3. The cruel devastation caused the country's forests and water bodies by activities of illegal mining, locally known as Galamsey, has become an issue of great concern to all. Now, following government's reluctance to take a decisive action by declaring a state of emergency in areas affected by Galamsey, voices of reason from academia through to the judiciary have called for more pragmatic efforts to combat the scourge without fear or favor. As a result, the acting Chief Justice, His Lordship Paul Bafo-Boni, has stated that the time to end the menace is now.
Can you stay with that? You said
Yes.
Central Region,
Yeah.
10 districts are suffering from the collapse of a water treatment plant because of Galamsey. I think this is the Kwenyako treatment plant.
That's true.
It was one of the headlines you read this morning.
While you're looking for that, let me just quickly tell you about what is in the news center about Galamsey. So, declare state of emergency on illegal mining. This is according to the coalition, and the coalition against Galamsey Ghana has reiterated its call for government to immediately declare a state of emergency in areas bedeviled with illegal mining, also known as Galamsey, to effectively tackle the menace.
Yeah.
Down there, just below that story, Mohammed's response to Galamsey unsatisfactory. And this is coming in from the Catholic bishops. I brought you that story yesterday.
Yes.
And then on page 2, the big one.
Yes.
100 million Ghana City gold cartel busted.
Let's stay
Let me bring you the water one. So, Central Regional Minister cries for water. The Central Regional Minister, Eko Pinyin Ochiri Eduamo, has disclosed that about 10 districts in the region are facing an acute water shortage following the shutdown of the Kwenyako headworks by the Ghana Water Company Limited. The shutdown became necessary after intake pumps at both treatment plants broke down due to heavy silt accumulation, a problem traced to illegal mining activities upstream in the Eastern region. I was speaking to journalists after a meeting with the Local Government and Rural Development Committee of Parliament. The minister said, quote, it is affecting over 10 communities, 10 districts. Yes, so we are talking about Gomwa East, Gomwa Central, Gomwa West, Aguna East, Aguna West, Ekumfi, part of Ekumfi, and even part of Accra, because you have Kaswa and Ewutu.
That could be over 1 million people.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Minister in charge of Government Communications and MP for AAK, Felix Kwacho Fosu, says that government will intensify the fight against illegal mining by deploying soldiers to all 44 Galamsey hotspots. Quote, all the 44 areas that are threatened by Galamsey, there's going to be a permanent military presence. He explained that unlike in the past when security forces would conduct some short-term operation before withdrawing, the new strategy would maintain a lasting presence. That's what he told Umaru Sanda Ahmadu on face-to-face yesterday. Sky, back to gold.
Yes, so the story about the gold board says the Ghana Gold Board, according to the news center, has announced the arrest and prosecution of what it describes as the most elaborate gold smuggling syndicate uncovered since its establishment. Now, the syndicate involving Rafmo Gold Limited and NK Benak Enterprise is alleged to have illegally purchased and attempted to smuggle gold worth over 100 million Ghana cedis in just the last 2 months alone. Now, at the press conference held at the Gold Board headquarters in Accra, the Chief Executive Officer of the Gold Board, Mr. Sami Jemfi, disclosed the details of the investigation, arrests, and ongoing prosecutions. Now, he stressed that the case is a watershed moment in the fight against illegal gold trade, and pledged the board's unwavering commitment to restore the integrity of the gold.
Bernard, please let me highlight the plight of some students, Ghanaian tertiary students. So stop this over exploitation. University of Ghana students demand action against astronomical hostel fees. Now, some students of the University of Ghana are demanding urgent action against what they describe as outrageous and exploitative hostel fees charged by private facilities around the campus. In a strongly worded statement on Facebook, the SRC General Secretary Sandra Owie called out hostel operators, accusing them of deliberately milking students under the guise of accommodation. Let me give you some breakdown. So according to her, students are being billed as high as 10,000 Ghana cedis for a shared room of 4 and a jaw-dropping 38,000 Ghana cedis for a single room, figures she described as financially draining and mentally exhausting. morning. Now, we have slumped the consistent hikes at Vikings, Pent, and other hostels, stressing that the lack of affordable alternatives has created a monopoly that preys on students.
Well, they are not only unhappy in that particular school. If you go to the north of the country, there's a story here from Mohammed Gaddafi in Tamale in the Castilian that says the scores of students of the Tamale Technical University, TATU, yesterday morning clashed with personnel of the Ghana Police Service after staging a demonstration against management of the institution. Now, some of the protesters sustained various degrees of injuries as a result of the rubber bullets fired by the police in their attempt to control the crowd. Apparently, the students.
So the students are saying that there are so many things. Graduate students, speaking on behalf of TATU, said Tuesday was a last resort after several letters and meetings with management failed to resolve their concerns. They accused management of systemic neglect of student welfare, financial mismanagement, and unjustified fee increments. They said there's poor sanitation despite collection of sanitation fee, lack of medical services despite medical examination fee, underdeveloped infrastructure, development levies, and alleged diversion of exam funds. They even say that sanitation has come to such a bad level that there's lack of proper toilet facilities that force some students and even outsiders to resort to open defecation.
Come on.
Quote, the washroom and the toilets are nothing to write home about. There's open defecation at the lecture hall, main entrance, and the general sanitation is disastrous.
Hey.
Even outsiders engage in it.
Jesus.
And to some extent, some of the students engage in open defecation because the washrooms and the toilet facilities are not suitable. University students, they go lecture. No, this is not good.
Anyway, let me take you to a story that
Minister for Education,
please do something.
Take this as a personal charge and resolve the issues at Tamale Technical University. It's very important.
Let me take you to a story that would excite you. Page 8 of the news center says 2/3 of Ghanaians want MMDCs elected, not appointed. Now, the story says a nationwide poll conducted by the Institute of Economic Affairs, IEA, has revealed that a significant majority of Ghanaians prefer the election of metropolitan, municipal, and district chief executives on a non-partisan basis. Now, the findings come amid persistent public debate and previous attempts to amend the constitutional articles dealing with this matter to allow for the election of these officials.
There's a very troubling story on page 16 of the Daily Graphic. Air pollution now top killer. Overtakes HIV, AIDS, and malaria. This is a story by Beatrice Lai. A recent study has revealed that air pollution is now the leading cause of death in the country, overtaking HIV, AIDS, malaria, and road traffic accidents. According to the study, over 30,000 deaths annually in Ghana are now attributed to air pollution-related illnesses, such as asthma, lung cancer, and cardiovascular disease, a toll surpassing those from malaria and HIV/AIDS. Sources of pollution range from vehicular emission, open waste burning, use of firewood, pesticides from farming activities, and dust from road construction. The data revealed that air quality levels in many locations far exceeded Ghana's EPA standards and WHO guidelines, confirming the dire state of air quality. You know, Edwin Kwakufi has been doing a series of stories on this, speaking about apps that we should use. I think we should take this very seriously. Now, the study was spearheaded by PSS Urbania Consults, a Ghanaian urban planning and environmental consultancy, and it basically did a one-year research which began in August 2024 and extended to 2025 September, involving 60 sites in Greater Accra. Key pollution hotspots were Ablekuma Central, Ablekuma North, Ablekuma West, Adenta, Ablekuma South, Ashielu Keteke, and Okankwe South. Others are Ayawaso Central, Ayawaso East, Ayawaso North, Ayawaso West, Krotekole, which is here, Ladade Kotopong, Lankwantana Madina, Okankwe. We are all inside. Now, it says data on PM2.5, PM10, sulfur dioxide, nitrogen dioxide, Basa.
There's a customs officer, Augustine Adega. Every single day he sends me videos of vehicles and their emissions and why it's important. We need to
have all of them to do it. Anyway, thank you, gentlemen. That was the newspaper review. There's more when we come back.
The City Breakfast Show. Rise above the noise.
Oh, jump on now. Go. Google me. At what time will you come back where I don't hear the sound of your car? Why you buy new car? No, I don't change my car. It be the same, right? It be the fuel way I change. Way one shouts it. Ever since I started using the all-new Excellium Premium Fuel, fortified with 3-in-1 action. Oh, Joe, now my car they run like electric car. No, it's so. This is the type of fuel where they want to. Because now engine they cost. Where they want for way if I buy it, it go protect my engine. And with the small way I buy, I'll go drive, sir. Absolutely. It's like strapping a turbocharger to your engine and giving it a protector. protector. And what they bust my mindset be the 3-in-1 action, no? Excellium, they prevent up to 99% of deposit. It be anti-wear, some be anti-corrosion. Won't pay when I open there.
Hey, so where can I find this magical fuel?
Just head over to any Total Energy service station and your car will thank you.
Hey, then make a finish Magobe fast, then rush go Total Energies. My friend, but why your hand Magobe inside?
I give you info. Make a fill the gobe too small.
Go!
Excellium is designed to protect your car engine, decrease fuel consumption, and lower CO2 emissions. Don't say fuel, say Excellium. Choose Excellium, choose quality.
Sika boom. Fidelity Bank say save and win. Muntio. Sika boom. Just deposit and begin. Sika Beyeto. Every 500 CDs you keep for a month, you get 1 point all at once. More deposits, gets more points in. More points, more cash you feel win. How many points? 1 point every 500 CDs. What if you win? 5,000 CDs monthly. And the grand prize? Hey! 100,000 Ghana CDs.
Don't wait. Visit any Fidelity branch or agent nationwide to deposit in multiples of 500 CDs. The more you deposit, the better your chances to win 5,000 CDs monthly and 100,000 CDs in the grand draw. Terms and conditions apply. Win with us. Fidelity Bank, believe with us.
This
is an NLA approved promo, now running on the Caritas Lottery platform.
This is the Citi Breakfast Show.
City Business News with Neil Latte. Good morning.
Good morning, Bernard. It's Wednesday morning. This is the breakfast edition of City Business News. The bulletin is brought to you by Valex, MTN, and Ecobank. Coming up, exchange rate movements, high domestic borrowings push Ghana's public debt up by 15.8 billion Ghana cedis. Also, hoteliers to meet PURC today over proposed 200% utility tariff hike. Later on in the bulletin, AGI to clamp down on unauthorized imports hurting local companies. I am Ni Lati. Ghana's public debt stock has risen by 15.8 billion Ghana cedis in July 2025, bringing the total to 628.8 billion Ghana cedis, or about $59.9 billion US dollars. That's according to the Bank of Ghana's latest summary of economic and financial data for September. More in this Business Desk report. The increase, equivalent to 44.9% of gross domestic product, comes after 3 consecutive months of declines driven by the strong appreciation of the cedi earlier in the year. The July figure compares with 613 billion Ghana cedis in June and 769.4 billion Ghana cedis in March, highlighting the volatility of the debt trajectory amid exchange rate movements. External debt was broadly flat at $29 billion in July, representing 21.8% of GDP. However, domestic debt rose to 323.7 billion Ghana cedis, or 23.1%, 0.7 billion Ghana cedis a month earlier. On the fiscal side, Ghana reported a deficit to GDP ratio of 1.4% in July, while the primary balance showed a surplus of 0.7%. The figures signal both the pressure from rising domestic borrowing and the temporary relief from currency-driven valuation effects. Now, the Ghana Hotel Association will later today engage the Public Utilities Regulatory Commission in a crunch meeting over proposed electricity and water tariff hikes of more than 200%. Hoteliers warn the increases could cripple businesses, erode margins, and derail recovery efforts in a sector still reeling from weak demand. President of the association, Dr. Edward Akanyameka, says the industry cannot absorb the steep hikes.
How does the proposed tariff adjustment in the 280 for water and then 225% for electricity, how do they fit into the multi-year tariff review? Is it that they are going to spread it over the year, or it's going to be a one jump in 2025 and remain unchanged to 2029? We need to understand these things because it will influence the sort of relief that we seek from the PURC. Again, we believe that there's some unfairness in factoring the galamsey effect in the cost build-up for consumers, especially for water. Again, we think that the PURC and by extension the government is to have the interest of businesses at heart, to prevent the collapse of businesses when they are thinking about such adjustments.
You heard President of the Ghana Hotels Association, Dr. Edward Aka Nyameke Jr. Moving on, the Association of Ghana Industries is asking the government to crack down on unauthorized imports, it says, are undermining Ghana's manufacturing sector. According to the association, some traders deliberately flood the market with products that mimic locally made goods and sell them at cheaper prices, leaving local manufacturers at a competitive disadvantage. The concern was raised at the 2025 Ghana Industrial Summit and Exhibition in Accra.
The three-day event aims to promote industrial growth and innovation in Ghana by encouraging collaboration, knowledge exchange, and the adoption of sustainable practices. Exhibitors showcase products manufactured in Ghana, while industry stakeholders visited stands and engaged in discussions about the country's industrial sector. The president of the Association of Ghana Industries, Humphrey Ayimdake, commended the government for its 24-hour economy initiative, but emphasized that parallel import of locally manufactured products are disrupting Ghanaian manufacturers.
These parallel imports bypass standard regulatory checks or evade appropriate duties, giving them an artificial cost advantage, while local manufacturers who comply with stringent quality and tax requirements find themselves at a disadvantage. We urge the regulatory bodies to enforce their various mandates to correct such market failures.
AGI President Dr. Humphrey Ayimdake ending Samuel Akom's report. In a related development, cement manufacturers in the country are pressing the Ministry of Trade, Agribusiness and Industry to act swiftly on the growing influx of Kimco cement bags imported from Togo. They warn the product has already flooded markets in the Volta region and are down for 2 months now, a development that threatens the survival of local producers. Dr. George Dawson Amwa is CEO of the Chamber of Cement Manufacturers Ghana.
The greater proportion of these influx can find out in the Volta region, Aflao, coming down to Adan, Tema, and trickling gradually. They start small, and by the time you realize it has really found its way into the various parts of the country. What has come up, which of course we have evidence to prove, the packaging and the brand is called what we call Simco. That the Simco cement. That is we actually applaud our minister, the honorable minister. That is, we made a formal complaint to her, and immediately we are told an action has been taken. So we'll be following up. He really promised us to take an action.
CEO of the Chamber of Cement Manufacturers Ghana, Dr. George Dawson Amwa. To the energy sector now, where government says it is on course to achieve 35% renewable energy integration into Ghana's power generation mix by the close of this year. Energy and Green Transition Minister John Jinapo, speaking at the Africa Oil Week Summit, stressed the need to diversify the energy mix even as the country continues to explore hydrocarbon resources.
And let me use this opportunity to assure the world and this gathering that we are not solely focused on hydrocarbons or fossil fuels. Ghana is deeply committed to promoting renewable energy as a core component of its sustainable development agenda. We recognize the importance of diversifying our energy mix to reduce over-reliance on one particular source, such as fossil fuels, whilst minimizing environmental pollution and ensuring energy security for all citizens. In this regard, His Excellency President Mahama took a decision to change the mandate of my ministry.
That was Energy and Green Transition Minister John Jinapo. Let's move on. Sponsors of the Citi Business Olympics 2025 are assuring companies that this year's edition will not only deliver thrilling competition but also strengthen teamwork and drive success in the workplace. The ultimate corporate sports event set for September 27 at the Eden High Sports Complex will feature football, volleyball, swimming, arm wrestling, and the ever-popular tug of war, offering companies the chance to showcase talent beyond the boardroom. Let's hear from some of our sponsors and what they are promising.
You know, every day we're in a suit and tie, but we also have hidden talents as, you know, sports enthusiasts or even sportsmen. Currently, our bank is number one when it comes to the Bankers League in terms of football. For us, all work and no play make Jack a dull boy. So it's very important in our brand dynamics to strengthen the team. It's also a good point for us to, you know, bond.
A majority of us spend a big chunk of our lives at work. It's a good opportunity to come build the team spirit, network with other companies as well. Whenever a company has the opportunity to interact and really build the community of workers, it should be something that we should grab with both hands, and we should grab in an excited and passionate manner.
You heard Elom Kuju Foley, CEO of EK Brand Consult and founder of Side Hustle. Earlier was Faustina Ya Apia, Corporate Communications Manager of UMB. The Citi Business Olympics 2025 is powered by Citi FM and Channel 1 Television in partnership with Side Hustle. It is proudly sponsored by UMB Bank and supported by Bethel Logistics and Dampon Healthcare. That's it for the bulletin, but before I go, let's go to the forex market. The dollar retailing at 13 cedis 40 pesos, the British pound at 17 cedis 80 pesos, the euro at 15 cedis 50 pesos. More news on citynewsroom.com/business. I am Neil Latte. Have a good business day.
Ah, Ma, have you received the delivery?
See, the rider's bay. Send in a momo.
Okay, *17.
Pow. Don't you use a smartphone? Use a momo app, ne?
Huh? App.
Hey, I want to say a millennium, say millennial. Inim. Oh, millennium for young nyazi. Switch to the app. Oh, you're smart. And oh, you're secure.
Enter a world of possibilities with the Momo app. Pay your favorite merchant, pay utility bills, and borrow from our wide range of lending services. Move to the app side today. MTN.
If you know these sounds, you didn't just live through the 90s. You lived the experience. Back then, connection took minutes. Today, it takes a blink. You express yourself with memes. You hold video calls across continents. You say hey to an AI who responds,
"Hello, Kwame."
You order rides, dinner, and dreams all from the palm of your hand. A lot has changed, so have we. For over 3 decades, EcoBank has evolved with you, leading digital banking in Ghana and across 33 African countries, pioneering solutions built around how you live, move, and dream today. From our express points to EcoBank Pay, online banking, and the mobile app, we are where you are. Here for today, ready for tomorrow. Now, that's change, powered by EcoBank.
EcoBank, a better way to bank your way. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
Announcing Ghana's first unlimited photocopier leasing. Yes, from just 983 Ghana cedis, you can lease a multifunctional photocopier and print unlimited. Yes, unlimited and free paper every month. Guess what? That's not all. Toners, repairs, and maintenance all are free. And oh, I'm not kidding at all. And we cover the whole country. Yes, the whole country. What are you waiting for? Just visit us at www.valexlease.com or call 0244-644048. I repeat, or call 0244-644048. Remember, terms and conditions apply. Valex Lease, affordable document management solutions.
We asked Ghanaian business owners what they want from Old Mutual.
I want insurance and pension solutions that will protect my employees.
Your business growth is our business. For 180 years, we have partnered with businesses to protect and grow their most valuable assets. From tailored group life assurance protection to affordable pension plans, we've got your business and your employees covered. Contact your broker or call Old Mutual on 0509-551-609 today. Old Mutual, do great things every day.
Madam, I
you still paying with cash? Stop. See, Access Bank just introduced Rewards by Access, your new way to enjoy the finer things of life just by spending with your Access Bank card. Signing up is easy. Visit the Access Bank website and enter your membership ID from your welcome email. Create your username and password, then verify with an OTP. Voila! You are in. On your dashboard, you can view your endpoints, manage bookings, and track redemptions. Ready to redeem? Get instant airtime. Shop for electronics or fashion, book flights or hotels, and much more from over 3,000 merchants globally. All with your reward points. Just choose your reward, confirm with an OTP, and redeem. Rewards by Access is open to all Access MasterCard and Visa card holders. Terms and conditions apply. It's time to turn your everyday spending into extraordinary experiences. Sign up now and start redeeming. Rewards by Access. Enjoy the finer things of life. Access Bank, more than banking.
Unleashing the power of relevant radio. This is Citi 97.3.
The City Breakfast Show. Rise above the noise.
7:15 Wednesday morning. Thanks to EcoBank, Valex Lease, and MTN Momo for helping us bring you the city business news. It's amazing how the world is ever changing and evolving. Who knows what the next big thing could be? Today is AI, tomorrow what could it be? Well, the good thing is that with EcoBank, we're here for your journey. We've pioneered a range of digital-first bank solutions designed for the way we live today. From the mobile app EcoBank Pay, Express Points across the country, EcoBank is right where you are. EcoBank is a better way to bank your way, so switch to EcoBank as the Pan-African Bank. Attention offices, schools, print hubs, why buy a photocopier when you can lease and print unlimited? We're introducing to you Valex Lease Equip Limited, Ghana's first unlimited photocopier leasing service. Instead of spend big money on printing, let's start from 983 Ghana cedis a month. That's just how you can lease a reliable multifunctional photocopier and print unlimited. Yes, we have free paper, free toners, free cartridges, free repairs, free maintenance, plus nationwide coverage across all 16 regions. Yes, we mean nationwide. So stop spending big on machines, paper, repairs and maintenance. Switch to Valex Lease and keep your cash for what matters. Visit valexlease.com or call 0244-644048. Remember, customized payment options and packages are available. Valex Lease, affordable document management solutions. Now, over 2 million Ghana cedis is up for grabs in the Still Mensaka promo. Over 2 million Ghana cedis. So use Momo app to make transactions for more than 100 Ghana cedis daily and win daily cash from 100 cedis to 200 cedis, weekly jackpots up to 2,000 cedis, plus yellow biz routers or monthly prizes up to 5,000 Ghana cedis. And the mega draw, well, a massive 100,000 Ghana cedis with more grand wins of 50,000, 30,000 and 10,000 Ghana cedis. It's not just the Momo app. Payments through bank transfers, POS, advanced services, and even third-party transactions also qualify. So don't wait. Download the Momo app, transact, and win in the Still Mensaka promo. It's run in collaboration with the NLA on its Caritas lottery platform. T's and C's apply. Benjamin Nketia joins us with Kickoff, our sports news segment brought to you by Polytank and Lesheho. Store water, use Polytank. We have 3 decades of experience. We're trusted by generations, so make no mistakes. Always choose Polytank for guaranteed quality. We're available at the same price across the country at Polytank partner shops. Be it Rambo, Hippo, Sumo, or Super Sumo, durability is always assured. Polytank is the original. Always go for the best. Papa Nono Ankasa. We do not request for Momo payments online. So if you want financial peace, please talk to Lesheho. Whether you're thinking about your rent, your education, or just unexpected expenses, we've got the right loan to meet your needs at the right time. Simply call or WhatsApp Nana on 02700 4799. Let's make life easier together. T's and C's apply. Let's share whole, let's improve life. Benjamin Nketia, kick off.
wonderful morning to all of you out there. In the headlines this morning, the UEFA Champions League returned last night. Arsenal and Real Madrid were big winners on the day. We'll get reactions from the games that happened yesterday. And also, we do some athletics from the ongoing World Athletics Championships in Tokyo. Ghana's Ibrahim Husseini will take to the track at 11:15 a.m. for his heat in the men's 200 meters. And we build up to the 2025 Citi Business Olympics kickoff. It's brought to us by Shell, Shell Go Well, Politan Ghana, Zonda GH, and Let's Let's improve life. Let's get into the details now. And Ghana's Alexa Mankwa missed out on the place in the semi-finals of the men's 800 meters at the ongoing World Athletics Championships in Tokyo. Now, the race was won by former world champion Donovan Brazier of the USA, with Algeria's Slimane Moula taking second place and Croatia's Marino Bludek finishing in third. Amankwa's early exit adds to what has been a mixed campaign for Team Ghana in Tokyo. Gabi Ofer has more in the following report.
Ghana's Alex Amankwa saw his campaign at the World Athletics Championships come to an end after failing to progress in the men's 800 meters. Amankwa clocked 1 minute 45.08 seconds to finish 8th in the Heat 7, missing out on a place in the semi-finals. The race was won by former world champion Donovan Brazier of the USA in 1 minute 44.66 seconds, with Algeria's Slimane Moula doing 1 minute 44.77 seconds and Croatia's Marino Bludek doing 1 minute 44.78 seconds, following closely behind. His early exit adds to what has been a roller coaster outing for Team Ghana in Tokyo. Reflecting on his performance, Amankwa admitted it was one of his worst races at the World Athletics Championships.
With championship races, obviously, it's so different. It's just about tactics and the last 100 meters. That's literally all it comes down to. So the whole time I'm thinking, hey, whatever you do, kind of keep in contact, because I think I have the foot speed to beat these guys. I can close really well. I just was flat the last 100 and just didn't have it. Yeah, broken by me. Yeah, I want to again. Yeah, I want to break it again. I definitely think I can drop at least a second or two, for sure. And I would. I don't want to sound cocky, but I'm the best middle distance runner in Ghana history, and that's a lot of hard work from my end. Even though I may not accomplish much here, there's still a lot of things that nobody in the history of that country has ever done, and that's something I'm proud of. But that doesn't mean I'm settling for just that. I want to be the best in the world, not just best in Ghana. So it pushes me, but also lets me know that, hey, I'm still doing great things.
Attention now turns to Ibrahim Husseini, who will compete in the men's 200 meters on Wednesday, September 17.
Let's move on to some other stuff. And later today, Ibrahim Husseini will line up in the men's 200-meter heats at 11:15 a.m. He faces a strong field that includes South Africa's Naeem Jack, Australia's Gout, Jamaica's Brian Leavell, Israel's Blessing Akwesir Frifa, Zambia's Makakishe Kacharamba, Papua New Guinea's Toventuna Tuna, and the Czech Republic's Thomas Nimeje, as well as Omar Simpson of the Virgin Islands. Now, some more reactions from World Athletics, and Faith Kipyegon stormed to a historic 4th World 1,500-meter title as the Kenyan great extended her streak of dominance with a 5th consecutive global gold in the event. Let's get some reactions from there.
I even don't know, but I just want to thank God, I don't know where to start and finish, but I want to thank God that I've managed to defend my title for the 4th time. And this was my dream, just to, defend my title in the 1500 for the 4th time, and just, keep making history.
Faith, you had Jess Hull on your shoulder the whole race. How much of a threat was she?
To be honest, I knew Jessica is a strong athlete, and also the rest of the athletes was very strong. And this is championship. This is anybody race. So I knew after crossing 62 in the 400, I knew I have to keep on going because.
Let's move on from athletics, and Ghana's Black Starlets have touchdown in Cote d'Ivoire ahead of the 2025 WAFU B Under-17 Cup of Nations. The team, which is headed by Prosper Nate Ogum, arrived on Tuesday, September 16, ahead of the start of the competition. The Black Starlets are in Group A, where they will come up against host nations Cote d'Ivoire, Niger, and Togo. Now, the tournament is scheduled to kick off on September 20 in Yamoussoukro and will run until October 3, 2025. Let's get to the Citi Business Olympics. The countdown is on, and it's happening at the Eden Heights Sports Complex on Saturday, September 27th. Now, several companies are gearing up to compete across 13 sporting disciplines, with many eyeing the chance to dethrone GCB, the most decorated side in the competition's history. Head of Events and Partnerships at Channel 1 TV and Citi FM, Frema Edunyame, highlighted the enthusiasm and preparation of the participating companies, noting that several are determined to claim the ultimate trophy when the competition begins on Saturday.
GCB really has so much, to defend because others are coming in. So, but they're also not, joking at all.
Really?
And if you are dealing with GCB, you have to know that these are the guys who have multiple outlets, in every region. But the others are also saying that, don't mind the body, you understand, mind the engine, you understand. We don't care if you are all over the place. We can be just one outfit, but we'll give you a run for your money.
It's getting hot as we near Saturday for the Citi Business Olympics. Let's turn our attention now to Europe, because the UEFA Champions League returned with a bang last night. And Kylian Mbappe, he scored 2 penalties as 10-man Real Madrid battled to victory over Marseille in their Champions League opener. Real are looking to reclaim their crown, having failed to defend their title last season after falling to Arsenal in the quarterfinals. Here's Kylian Mbappe speaking after the game.
First game in the Champions League for Real Madrid, you came clutch with 2 penalties. You got the Man of the Match award as well too. Give me your thoughts on the performance today.
We're happy to start the Champions League with a win. At home it was important. We know how tough it is to start the Champions League with a win. That's what we did. It was not an easy game, but we're back with the win at home. All the fans are happy right now, but I think we can still improve. It's just the start of the season. We know what we do good, what we can improve, and we hope to be better on the next game and on the next weeks.
Now, elsewhere, Thomas Frank enjoyed a winning Champions League debut as Villarreal goalkeeper Luis Junior made a mistake that allowed Tottenham to score the only goal of the game. Let's see if we can hear from Tottenham centre-back Mickey van der Ven. I don't think we have that. We'll bring you that a little later. Let's move on to the action that happened at the Signal Iduna Park. An Englishman, Lloyd Kelly, netted an equalizer in the 6th minute of added time to salvage a draw for Juventus after a thrilling 8-goal second half at home to Dortmund. We hear from the 2 managers, Igor Tudor of Juventus, followed by Dortmund's Niko Kovac.
2 absolutely crazy games in 3 days. It's incredible.
Yeah, I agree with you. I said it before here. We need to stop this kind of game. No, a joke is a joke between me and you, because if we continue all year like this, it will be not possible to survive. And no, without joke, Borussia, good team, very good team. Very good team. It was not easy to us to play after 2 days.
It's a 4-4. I don't think you are too much happy because a few minutes at the end you won here in Turin. What's your opinion about this draw?
Yeah, first of all, congratulations to both teams, also to my team.
Okay.
I think 92 minutes, we did a fantastic job here in Turin. We deserve to win.
When you take the action to the San Mamés, Gabriel Martinelli and Leandro Trossard came off the bench to score as Arsenal beat Spanish side Athletic Club to get their Champions League campaign off to a winning start. Here's man of the match, Arsenal's Gabi Martinelli.
Congratulations on the victory and to be the player of the match. How do you feel after the victory, and how does it mean for you to be named the player of the match in your Champions League debut?
Yeah, really happy with the result, with the goal and the assist as well. Yeah, it's a really complicated place to come and win a game here. It's really difficult, but I think the team did really well. In the second half, I think there was more space to run, and when I came on, I just tried to go in behind, and was a great ball from Leo. And yeah, really happy with the man of the match as well.
You heard Arsenal's Gabriel Martinelli speaking there. Later today, Olympiacos take on Paphos. There's Slavia Prague versus Bodo Glimt. In the 7 p.m. batch of matches, Ajax take on Internacional. Bayern Munich will be up against Chelsea. There's Liverpool versus Atletico Madrid. And then PSG will be up against Atalanta. That's all for this morning's edition of Kickoff, which is proudly brought to you by Shell. Shell Go Well, Polytank Ghana, Zonda GH, and Leseho. Let's improve life. I am Benjamin Nketia, the small sports at citysportsonline.com.
Join the conversation on the City Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/City97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/City973, and Instagram at instagram.com/City973 with the hashtag CityCBS.
The Money Matters segment is brought to you by Petra. Petra, achieve more.
Welcome to the Money Matters segment with Petra. Your children don't inherit your salary. They inherit what you've built. Think of it like a mobile money wallet. Daily transactions keep money moving, but only what you save becomes truly yours. Petra helps you turn today's income into tomorrow's security, building true generational wealth. Let's do life together. Dial *44*70# to speak to a financial advisor today. Petra, achieve more.
The Money Matters segment was brought to you by Petra. Petra, achieve more.
Services, innovative financial solutions. We deliver on our promise, cause we are number one. Let's share go, we improve your life. Even when you're stuck with nothing, no matter your situation, let's share go, we improve your life. Let's share go, let's share go, let's share go, mama, mama. Let's share go, we improve your life. Papa Lolo Ankasa. Polytank is everywhere, durable and authentic. Stronger brand you can trust. Polytank, we get some more. The best.
Hey there, all Enterprise customers. We are rewarding all of you just for standing by us all this while. Simply keep doing the things you've always done with us, like renewing policies, making purchases, and more. The twist, though, you have to do them on our self-service portal via web or the Enterprise Advantage app. Once you log into the portal, access Advantage Points and do any of the transactions you're allowed to do there in order to earn points. The more you transact, the more points you earn. The points you earn can be used to redeem loads of airtime, Momo, and other rewards. It's that simple. Just visit the portal, log in, and enjoy. Visit my.enterprisegroup.net.gh or download the Enterprise Advantage app to get started. Enterprise Advantage Points, because nothing you do should be pointless.
Enterprise, your advantage.
The winning season is back, but this time
I am collecting the wins like jollof at a wedding. The luckiest season 3 is here. Your chance to flip your luck or maybe your bank account too.
2 easy ways to join. Dial *712#. Hit 1 to buy for you or 2 to gift a friend. Feeling lucky? Pick 1 for a random number or hit 2 to choose your own. Pay with mobile money. Done. You're in.
Or go to the luckiestafrica.com, click community tickets, choose your number, or let the system do so for you. You can buy a ticket for your boo or your favorite barber. Pay with Momo or card if you're abroad.
1 ticket could turn your 1 Ghana Cedi into 500 times more, and the whole community could win 10 times over.
Dial *712# or log on.
Let's get lucky together because luck is everywhere.
Play responsibly, not for persons under 18 years. This promotion is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas platform.
Channel One TV has a way of telling their stories. Stories that empower change. Capturing the trending issues, delving into our communities, getting out the voices that matter.
Before the end of this year, some significant improvement would have been noticed on that road. And it's not going to be a 9-day wonder. He's back to site to continue with the project.
Channel One Newsroom, CNR, brings you an exhaustive coverage of the day's news. 8 p.m. and 11 p.m. every night.
A lot of responsibility rests on the shoulders of African leaders to create an environment that is conducive to trade and investment. We wish to partner with any nation of the world.
Channel One Newsroom captures the exact news temperature of the nation.
Everything in this world is subject to abuse. And that's why there are checks and balances. That's why you have to also go to court and do...
From the northern, western, eastern, and southern parts of Ghana, Channel One Newsroom, CNR's got you covered.
People normally enter the boats without the life jackets. We believe strongly that if they were wearing life jackets, their lives would have been saved.
8 p.m. and 11 p.m. every night.
I thought I should contain myself. But he should be careful. He did not win the election on merit. The NDC won the Asokwa election by default. For whatever reason, we, the MPP, we decided to hand over power. No, later.
CNR, telling your stories, empowering change.
Catch CNR on Channel 1 TV at 8 p.m. and 11 p.m. every night.
Hey, El Chamano, I agree to.
I miss you. Salary them pay last week. This week, no, it finished. How?
But don't you have GCB mobile app? Just request a salary advance. You will get it in 30 seconds.
Gosh, it just dropped like it's hot.
Get up to 80% of your salary anytime with the GCB mobile app at the lowest interest rates. Switch to a GCB salary account now and payday can be any day. Download the GCB mobile app on Google Play, App Store, or Huawei App Gallery. T's and C's apply. GCB Bank, your bank for life.
A message from the Ministry of Education. It's time for the computerized school placement for senior high schools and technical vocational training schools. This process will run in September 2025. Remember, securing a school placement for your child is absolutely free. Please do not pay money to anyone, whether a ministry official or a third party, for this service. If you encounter a person asking for money, report them immediately to the Ghana Police Service or the Office of a Special Prosecutor, OSP. You can also reach out to the CSSPS Secretariat on this call number 0541 548 223. You can also WhatsApp 0244 908 957. Your cooperation helps us ensure a fair process for every student.
This is the Citi Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
Unleashing the power of relevant radio. This is Citi 97.3.
The City Breakfast Show. Rise above the noise.
7:40 City Breakfast Show. So much to talk about today, but today is the birthday of a number of people, and we're just going to celebrate them this morning. So, Sky, if you can help me out with the request, who's chopping their birthday today?
Yes, so there are a number of them for this morning. But before I take you to those ones, let me do this one quickly for Gordon Side, which is actually a belated one. So, belated happy birthday to my best girl, Adjoa Wilson of Cal Bank, Cape Coast branch. Receive more grace for soft life and happiness. May your whole life prove that God is good. Have a great year. It's coming in from Ikea Diamond Access Bank Procurement Department. Let me take you to some of them that are here. This one says, today is the birthday of Elsie Ayekikwashi of Celebrity Hills. Daddy, Mommy, Anne, and Ellen wish you God's blessings and favor and all the good things that you wish for yourself. Have a glorious birthday. This one is coming in from Mauli Kofi Biaku, and it says, happy 50th birthday to Gordon. Wishing
Gordon Grant Biaku.
Oh, I see, you know him.
One of the finest marketing research or market research minds.
Oh, beautiful.
In this country.
Beautiful.
Gordon Grant Biaku. Really, really solid guy. If you want research to generate insight about markets, he's an amazing gentleman. Yeah, that's Gordon Grant Biaku.
Yeah, that's right. He's being celebrated. And this one says, it's coming in from Christian Amako of Pong. And it says, a glorious belated birthday to Deborah Dasi of Pong. Wishing you long life and prosperity in Jesus' name.
Amen.
Citi FM, we love you so much. This one says, happy birthday to Alhaji Dr. Zubeiru Salifu.
All right.
Cheers to you, my love, and thank you for being you and making every moment special. It's coming in from your lovely wife, Ramat, and your children.
There are a few more here. Please wish my wife, Dr. Amma Adai Nketia, a happy birthday. She's a shelter and anchor. May God keep and bless her. For myself, Achukluga, and the kids, Valikem, Bubune, and Ejoji. We love you. Wow, Dr. Amma Adai Nketia, from your husband, Achukluga. I like the name Valikem. Happy birthday to my best girl, Adjoa Wilson of Carl Bank, Cape Coast branch. Receive more grace for soft life. I think you read this already. Evangelist Abuaji Forsen, founder and president, Foundation for End Time Repentance, wishes a happy birthday to his only and beloved wife, Mrs. Beatrice Abuaji Forsen. To God be the glory. Did you read the Jonathan Kojo Kaketo one?
No, you can read.
So happy birthday to Jonathan Kojo Kaketo. Kaketo, tuning in live from Access Bank to my industrial area branch. He is one of our loyal CBS listeners. Jonathan, thanks for always staying with us. Have a great day. Yeah, and by the way, Gordon is with Indago Limited. He's the CEO of Indago. And this is from his staff. They say 50 years of blessing to you. Don't forget, all the birthday requests are brought to you by MasterCard. Let's talk about convenience and safety when it comes to your money. Do you know that with MasterCard, you have the power to shop and make payments on the go? On lazy Saturdays, you can buy breakfast, lunch, a snack, and dinner, all from your couch, or with your MasterCard. You can even shop locally and internationally with a tap. And if you're out and about, pay by inserting your card, tapping or scanning. I'm not sure if you know of the tap and pay. I think it's one of the best inventions of all time, where you just buy something and then you just go. It's called the near field communication. You just go near the thing, the money will go. It's very nice. Leave cash in the past. Go to your bank, switch to MasterCard today to be on your way to something truly priceless.
Yeah, and just to quickly update people who use these systems, they need special wallets for the purpose of keeping their cards. Because in the system, as you do know, technology is exploited by people who have bad minds just to rip you off. So you need a special wallet created to protect cards like that, so that even where somebody has a device capable of, sort of scanning your system and taking money out. It will prevent it. It shields the what do you call it, the card against intrusive conducts like that.
Very important. Meanwhile, the Citi Business Olympics is back. It's about team building, it's about networking, it's about staying healthy, it's about connecting with friends, it's about competing in a healthy environment in both competitive and non-competitive fields. We have 7-a-side football, we have volleyball, we have swimming, basketball, and sack race. We also have Ludo draft, we have table tennis, Scrabble, chess, the CEO's challenge, and for the first time we have a CEO's lounge for CEOs to network. It's on Saturday, 27 September, 8 a.m. at the Eden Heights Sports Complex. We've introduced aerobics, workout, and of course, a walk through the Eden Heights as part of our campaign to remain healthy and fit. Register your company now by calling 0558 973 973. Secure your place at the 2025 Citi Business Olympics happening at the Eden Heights Complex in Waja. This event is brought to you in partnership with Side Hustle, proudly sponsored by UMB Bank and supported by Bethel Logistics and Dampon Healthcare.
Whether you're buying water from your favorite spot in Osu, shopping online for the latest styles, or booking your next getaway to Dubai, MasterCard gives you the freedom to pay your way. Insert, tap, swipe, click. So many options, yet so easy. With layers of security protecting every payment, your money stays safe. From Trotro to travel, MasterCard connects you to the life you've earned and the one you dream of. Ask your bank for a MasterCard today. MasterCard. Safe, convenient, priceless.
This is the Citi Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
In the meantime, if you want a bridges degree at a fraction of the cost or you're looking for a vibrant student experience in a community that builds your confidence and equips you with real-world employable skills, then talk to Lancaster University Ghana. Be taught by expert faculty trained to UK standards right here on our campus. Go to lancaster.edu.gh or email admissions@lancaster.edu.gh for more information. And Mobex Africa is turning the page on excellence and innovation. The continent's most prestigious technology award is back, and we're calling for nominations that will shape Africa's digital future. It's called the Mobex Africa Tech Expo and Innovation Conference Awards 2025. Is your stage to shine with 22 award categories celebrating the best in African innovation. Some of our categories include Tech Innovation of the Year, breakthroughs in fintech, health tech, education, and agriculture. Nominations opened on the 28th of August and they close on September 18th, so that's tomorrow. So you have a day to do this. You can go to mobexafrica.org/nomination or send an email to info@mobexafrica.org. So the question is, what are you proud of? Well, we at First Atlantic Bank, we're proud to be crowned Digital Bank of the Year, not once, but twice. Back to back, by the way. And whether it's through our mobile app, internet banking, USSD, or any of our seamless platforms, we make sure your banking experience is truly safe, fast, and secure. So join the Purple family today and experience the true meaning of smart banking. You can also go to or send an email to firstatlanticgh.com for more information. Zenith Bank Ghana is 20 years old. The board, management, and staff of Zenith Bank extend their profound gratitude to you, our valued customers, partners, stakeholders, and friends for 20 years of banking excellence. Can you imagine? 2 decades of impact and a lifetime of shared growth. And our cherished customers, you've been at the heart of our journey. Thank you for your unwavering support, your trust, and loyalty. Here's to the next 20 and beyond of even greater possibilities with you. Thank you for banking with us. Zenith Bank, in your best interest. And if you want a new generator that works well, talk to Cummins. Our world-class generators are durable, reliable, fuel efficient, and come with world-class warranty, giving you peace of mind. Get 20 kVA, 30 kVA, 60 or even 100 kVA at lower prices. Buy today and enjoy free delivery, free installation and commissioning, and free 500-hour service. Cummins is your trusted partner for aftermarket support. genuine spare parts, fleet guard filters, and others. Limited stocks available. We are at Odoko near the KTS yard. Call us on 0302 230 1451. The Galamsey story is getting murkier and murkier. The Ghana Water Company Limited has shut down the Kwenyaku, headworks, causing an acute shortage of water in the central region. I saw a video of the headworks and I was appalled. Brown water, part of it looking very, very dirty. Officials link the challenge to heavy silting of the Ayensu River as a result of illegal mining activities upstream of the river in the eastern region. Now, the plant, commissioned in 1964, has a production capacity of 14,000, while the new plant commissioned in 2007 has a capacity of 21,000 cubic meter capacity. Currently, residents in affected communities are relying on unsafe water sources for both drinking and or for domestic and commercial purposes. Here's a quick update.
It's been weeks without water flowing through taps in communities served by Ghana Water Limited's Kwenyaku Headworks. In Kwesi Krom, one of the worst hit communities in the Aguna East District, residents are depending on the offer stream, a shallow, weed-filled, muddy source for drinking and cooking.
So I would win in Sua, or here, yes, I am on one edibianum, on one yedibi na yezi, on what Henapum, but any option. Just on one, I don't, yes, I am.
Even so, be crampo, Yarna say, or no cockrenica. Moja one an answer of a few crampa, in so I been a diamma. What I know who crown, me. And this is from crowd, and shall bonum cry, what I win young, what they were dashing, I are from so crapono, demon.
What I was going to move. I brown. Napia what the banner do. You are the banner when you had to answer and Jenny appeared in Biano. A man before you can cry. Come a poke all a banner, as I'm a hana, and all the same. I'm a hand one bow, who poke when I buy said or the home said, and the man on the said.
Untreated water from the stream is even used to process gari and cassava dough.
We are beyond a yes, I had a whole. You're banching at him. We are be also no bad time, Mr. Bigonyama. You're doing the yumpo, and poor a yasam yuns no marble flow at me. You're bad then, or you are bonum, sans you.
Local food vendors are struggling to find water, creating frustration and despair.
See, I'm me tofu. Me and quine. Intamunsu ya mukohui, was some wawumi, into yen to me fan yet bow, ban queen in the dynamical boot drum back. None a pemidia asa. In Suan and the middle who mammy to Chumunsuni, Namadi to Eddie Bay. In Subiania.
A blow pa. A blow.
Abani say, at the same or how putting burn at the mount.
Health
officials at the local facility warn of a looming outbreak of waterborne infections.
But I think we have advised them not to take it raw. At least they have to boil it before they take it. So, and it's going to cause a whole lot of diseases because after maybe resolving the issue, maybe we might have a breakout. Yes, especially cholera.
The community chief has expressed disappointment over the pollution of the Ayonsu River by illegal mining activities.
Ama yako echiru krobi of West Amokrum, one I ayotum kwenye suho. One also Sarakwa moto no bajo 25 Ghana cedis. Eko abukwe kubu nsu be 5 cedis. Inti bobe na nsu be rubber chrono across 30 Ghana cedis every day.
Years ago, the Ayonsu River was pristine and teeming with fish. Today, lifelong resident Kwame Kwetu Yamua says its current state is heartbreaking.
Before the waterways, it is this river we depend on. Where we are standing here, it's called Mbeme Gare. So this river in particular serves a lot of communities. Since this Galamsey manner started, this river began to change its color. But this Galamsey is not going on in our area here.
Even so, some residents, despite the health risks, continue to bath and drink from the contaminated river. With the Ayonsu unsafe, others have turned to the equally unwholesome Nkunkum River.
You do what you say, then now, in Sua, I say, you know, what say, no,
DBT has become high like this. We don't have anything to do. In the morning, we have to put gallons and jerrycans in Abuboya. Then we go to nearby villages to request for water before you can cook.
It's quite unfortunate that when the whole thing started, they took things for granted. Now we are facing such a challenge. What it means is that I'm even advising, even if they are able to pump the water, looking at its situation now, it's not good for consumption because you can see too that the turbidity level is very high.
The water crisis is also disrupting education. School children arrive late after long treks to fetch water.
We are not getting water at all. And if we need water, we must come and then depend on the river here. In fact, the reporting time is supposed to be latest by 7:15, and by 7:30 we are supposed to begin lessons. But you have to be waiting for the kids to come around. Sometimes 9 o'clock. So it's very challenging.
At Pamfukrom Technical Institute, boarding students walk more than 2 hours to collect water from the polluted Ayensu River.
We lack waters, so because of that, we need to take our buckets and go to the stream or the riverside to fetch waters. The distance is very far. We close around 3:30, but for the sake of the water, when we don't close early to go to the riverside to fetch water, the path will get dark. So we need to close early and go to the riverside to fetch waters.
In desperation, residents, including children, queue for drops of wastewater from the plant's drainage tunnel, climbing dangerously to reach it.
Reject pipe, yes, how they are there.
In Mankron Kwanta, a small cave managed by a resident provides some relief. But women, including the heavily pregnant, sacrifice hours of sleep to fetch water. It takes 4 to 5 hours to draw a single bucket.
I'm at 12 near Tim. Bad on Shrebi, a neighbor, near a sunny and Yakakra. I am she, I say, I call into what I know what the child on ye. What got himself once he see one. No one may say, I may, and Camilla who be that. What would me who be that?
Namaba Minyan Sumpo Danaga, Mosal Bay 12, Veteran Sima Minyabi, Masalanaga, Mafumpo.
Traditional leaders in Kwanyako blame upstream pollution in towns such as Enuma Papam and Asioko in the eastern region.
Omano the Yesigina, together with your traditional authorities across the Aguna state, say Adele Fenigalam said it's a big no for Kwanyako. Na yenkura yetwa ho ahia yeti baby yenka bi nhim afi ayesu na yehu se nani esesa anama ayetu no ede yenko enuma pepem na ho na yekohu se na nsu ni mfimfim na won wotu da magudu no eya reho eya asefim.
Ghana Water Limited has since shut down the Kwanyako headworks. Both the old and new plant pumps are faulty.
This is where the pumps that serve both the old and new treatment plants are situated. But currently, none of the pumps can function due to heavy silting of the Ayensu River. We understand divers were brought in to check the level of silt, and it's quite heavy. It may even take some sort of dredging in the river, plus having the illegal mining activities upstream also stopped to be able to have these pumps back into functioning.
If I were to be the head of state or the government, I will use the gun because I have the military, I have the police, I have all the security services. So persuading them and it won't result to any positive interest. I'll use the gun. Killing about 1, 2, 3, 4 people, they will stop. I don't believe in killing people. But this one, we have to do something of that sort. People must die. We have to sacrifice people to stop this menace. Because it's not the whole Ghana. It will reach some time that maybe you won't even get water to drink.
Nana Pia Mijumini, Nana Conti, Hini Mijumini. Asa, oh, Miss Nemo, or Pisamimu, Mimote, Mimote, Sakaya Jamwa, Abba, or anybody telling about Patiasia. Jamu to a CSWA, a California, which is in the year. I was saying that quietly. Chicago, it's the FBI on the
Voices from the central region, 10 districts affected by the silting of the Ayesu River, which has rendered the Kwenyaku headworks shut down. The call for action against Galamsey is getting louder. When we come back, you hear from the Catholic bishops as well. They've been asking the president to take more decisive action. We hear from the Most Reverend Matthew Jemfi. And then the government has tried and or has attempted to respond to this. We'll hear from them as well. A couple of stories have also caught our attention. The Tamale Technical University story is very worrying. They held a protest yesterday, had some infractions with the police, but the sanitation situation is quite horrendous. To have university students resort to open defecation is an absolute disgrace, and we need to prioritize their welfare. And then a very troubling story as well, that now air pollution is the greatest killer. It's surpassed malaria and HIV/AIDS. This is unbelievable. They're talking about fumes from exhaust fumes from vehicles, especially bad engines, road construction. I mean, you know, it's really serious. Before we jump into all those issues, the Tech and Social Media Trend segment is brought to you by First Bank Ghana. So, are you ready to win? First Bank Ghana says it's time to use and win. Here's how it works. From September 1 to 30 November, use the First mobile app or *894# for your everyday transactions, and you could win a cool 500 CD cash. You know 500? Yeah, 500. We are more than 500. Now, you heard me right. Every week, First Bank, it's with this guy's interview. He has a friend who used to use, So this guy has a guy who uses, they had a slaughterhouse at the beach. Yeah. And Rich's guy asked him how many, I said, we are more than 500. This guy couldn't, he couldn't ask the question. He said, go to the question, he said, why do you use the seawater to clean the meat? He said, what? So this guy was just looking, this guy crack, if you laugh, if you do the interview. So yeah, you can win 500 CDs every week. The more you use the First mobile app or *894, the better chance of winning. Terms and conditions apply. Call First Solutions on 059 69 21 921 or email firstsolutions@firstbank.com for more information. Edwin Kwakufi is here with Tech and Social Media Trends. Edwin?
Yes, good morning, Bernard. So,
good morning.
As you just said, the technical university issue is trending. Technical university issue is trending very heavily on social media. First of all, the conditions at the university, the videos that were put online are shocking, and people are very, very disturbed by them. The sanitation situation at the university, so which led to the protest, which also gained some mileage on social media because the students were very unhappy. And then the altercation with the police when they arrived also pushed the story even wider, because police engaging in such altercations with students is always a worry. And the fact that they had to fire warning shots is also a problem. And the students' reaction to it, everyone is pretty upset by the whole situation. But it all goes back to the sanitation situation at the university. The students are also alleging some financial malfeasance and are calling for the resignation of the financial officer of the school.
They have a lot of complaints.
There's a lot of complaints.
For me, the sanitation one is serious. They are saying the toilet facilities are totally horrendous and that some students have to resort to open defecation. And the challenge is that sometimes when they are at lectures, they can see the open defecation against the lectures.
Charlie, with the air blowing.
The window, you can basically, Charlie, it's terrible. You can't concentrate.
Charlie.
You know, so we really beg the minister to go and do something about it.
That's very important.
You should take it personally.
But what's worse for me is that they said that this demonstration was their last resort.
They said they've written letters. Done.
So what is the reason the school authorities cannot engage?
Maybe the school authorities are complicit. Who knows? I don't know. But Grassack says they've written letters. They've done all they have to do. nothing is going on. So these are things. Of course, the university is in Tamale. The minister is from Tamale, so you should probably pay a visit there. These are times when visits are important. Go there and talk to the students yourself, hear from the VC, call an emergency meeting or something.
I think what has to happen immediately is what you were saying.
Yeah.
But the minister should just not go there and see things for himself. There must be actions that would address the immediate needs of the students. I mean, it shouldn't cost an arm and a leg to build a proper functional,
at least a temporary toilet, something
facility for them. If you have to take the ones that we move to events, if you have to go with that in the meantime, the portable ones, at least 6 or 10 of them, take that there in the meantime, so that proper contracts can be awarded to contractors who can build functional toilets for the students. It's unacceptable.
Serious, cry.
Okay, so another thing that's trending is the big push in infrastructure projects. Obviously, the president launched the initiative yesterday, said a number of things, including that every single region will benefit from the roads, the road projects.
Hey, Charlie. How do you create these things? So it's like an intro to Agbaja Radio.
Yeah, that's right. I think
he said Muhammad said he would do it, and he has done it. Elephant said he would do and do. He just came to boast. But Muhammad has done it. Then we start. Then we start. Hey, Charlie. No.
No, Charlie, continue.
You know Achimavu? Yeah, that's the drum. Start playing it.
So the conversation on social media is people are trying to figure out if their roads are
also part of the
project. But obviously, the minister says it will be in phases.
It's my road big push compliant.
People are worried that if it doesn't happen now, there's a possibility it won't happen later, and they are wondering if the government will be able to sustain the project and it won't be abandoned after a couple of months or a couple of years. But the roads minister has assured that the contractors will work day and night, 24 hours, to ensure the project is completed in time. So
you get we do the mama, you get.
You guys wait for the project to be completed.
We are just happy. No, we are typical Ghanaians. We are shameless typical Ghanaians.
This one we our eyes they is like the so if they move one cement pass somewhere we they watch out. So they will finish. The one we now
Okay, the final incident that's trending in Ghana but didn't actually happen in Ghana. It's a fire at UBA Bank branch in Nigeria. So it was a 6-story building that caught on fire. The UBA says, yes, one of its branches was housed there. Nobody was injured or died in the incident, but the videos show a number of people jumping from the windows onto makeshift.
I watched that video yesterday, and
people were jumping from windows.
Yes, so high-rise building.
Yeah.
Normally when the fire starts from either the top or if it starts from under your floor, what it means is you have to jump through some exit, right? Yeah. But if it is above you, then you can run out.
Go down.
And there was really no proper way of evacuating the people from the building, and so they had to throw some pillows and all kinds of things on the floor.
How many floors are we talking about?
They were jumping for about 2-3 floors above them, and it was really, really scary. So the question is, in our own case, they say that if your
neighbor's beard is burning,
you should put water by yours. The question is, all these high-rise buildings we are putting up in Accra, what interventions are there to ensure that in the case of a situation like that, people will be safe?
And it was the townspeople or the people who live in the area who are leading those efforts. People have criticized the fire services response to that. So that was a major issue that's trending in Ghana.
Tech news.
Tech news. TikTok. TikTok, as they say, lives because Donald Trump says he's reached an agreement with China to keep the app alive. TikTok has had its issues. It's owned by a Chinese company, and they were told to sell the
whole thing or part of the American part?
The American part all risk being terminated.
So there's a consortium that has been put together,
exactly,
including Oracle and a few others to buy it.
Yes, so TikTok seems to have reached a deal.
So this is good for world peace.
Yeah, and there are about 150 million Americans who use TikTok.
Wow.
So it's a major platform for not just people who want entertainment, retailers, people who want to push their products.
So at the end of the day, it was a DDJ.
Yeah.
The whole thing was a DDJ. It wasn't anything security. They wanted to DD some.
Exactly.
Well, they also argue security that the
it wasn't a major
hands of the Communist Party.
They have did Edwin, thank you.
It's Telecel SME Month this September under the theme Connecting the Next Generation of Entrepreneurs. For our young emerging entrepreneurs, this month is loaded with major vibes tailored to your growth and ambitions. Sharpen your skills at the Telecel Business Runway and the AI Workshop, and connect with other change makers at our very first Telecel Red Mixer, an exclusive networking event. There's more. Unlock tailored products designed to match your unique business goals this Telecel SME Month. Your time is now to transform your genius into impact. Keep up with all the action by following Telecel on social media for updates, or visit our website www.telecel.com.gh/business.
Telecel, connecting energies.
Listen, guys. One day, an old lady inherited a huge sum of money. Her family worried about how to break the good news to her. They feared that the sudden good news might give her a heart attack, and so they decided the family doctor, who was experienced in delivering such news, should be the one to tell her. And when he did, surprisingly, she smiled. Relieved, he asked, "What are you going to do with all that money?" She replied, "I am going to give you half." The doctor rather had a heart attack. Can you imagine? People are often surprised when we put them first. At First Bank, that's what we do. We put you first. Experience the gold standard of banking with First Bank. Open an account today and enjoy our user-friendly mobile app, quick banking via *894#, convenient shopping with our Visa Prepaid and MasterCard, and more. All designed to serve you better. First Bank, you first.
Join the conversation on the Citi Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/Citi97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/Citi973, and Instagram at instagram.com/Citi973 with the hashtag CitiCBS.
Looking for a location that gives your business a competitive edge? Dawa Industrial Zone offers world-class facilities, direct access to major trade hubs, and a thriving business ecosystem. Whether you are setting up in the manufacturing, logistics, or services, our ready-to-use industrial spaces and supportive policies make expansion easy. And if you're not an investor but you know someone who is, you can refer them and earn a commission. Convert connections into cash. Refer industrial land buyers and earn. Join leading businesses already benefiting from Dawa Industrial Zone strategic advantages. Get started today or refer a business and get rewarded. Visit www.diz-ghana.com or call 055-20-40,000. Dawa Industrial Zone, where businesses thrive.
Charlie, not again. And I need to return this car by Friday. No money and payday is 3 weeks away? How do I fix this? How? Bank loan, account setup, long process. Nah, forget it. Let me see if Fafa can help.
Yes. Fafa from Bank of Africa can sort you out fast. From engine repairs to school fees or side hustle support, Quick Fix Loan from Bank of Africa is here for you. Call 030-224-9690 or chat Fafa at boaghana.com and take advantage of the Quick Fix Loan for salaried workers, offered at an unbeatable interest rate with no cash deposit required. Promo runs from now to 31st October. T's and C's apply.
Hey, Fafa, wait here. Bank of Africa, as strong as a group, as close as a partner.
More Cerelac for your city, more goodness for your baby. What are we talking about? The new 300-gram Cerelac wheat pouch is the same great Cerelac you love, now in a convenient 300-gram pouch for easy refilling of your Cerelac tin. Get the new 300-gram Cerelac wheat pouch today to refill, save, and smile. More goodness, less cost. Cerelac, care for them, count on us. This advert is FDA approved.
Lakeside Estate is calling all business owners, institutions, and HR heads. Want to give your employees more than just a paycheck? Give them a place to call home. At Lakeside Estate, we're making it easy for companies to support their staff with beautiful lifestyle choice and affordable homes through flexible payment plans, staff financing, and mortgage options. Whether it's a 2-bedroom starter home, 3 bedrooms, or a spacious family home, Lakeside Estate has the perfect package for your team. Strong structures, modern finishes, and a vibrant community all are waiting. Let's partner together to give a lifetime value for your staff. Call our sales expert on 020-477-5042 or 020-477-5040 or visit lakesideestate.com. Lakeside Estate, quality homes for all.
Kwame, Ajo is in labor. Oh. It's serious. They say emergency C-section. No payment, no surgery.
Okay, give me 1 minute, eh? 1 minute.
Hey! One land or Kwame, you just saved her.
With over 180 years of expertise, Old Mutual understands that some things just can't wait. Count on us to pay claims instantly. Terms and conditions apply. Old Mutual, do great things every day.
It's the Electroland Back to School promo. Get huge deals on NASCO LED TVs from $899 CDs, washing machines from 1,399 Ghana CDs with free iron on some models, AC from 2,799 Ghana CDs, TCL TVs with free 43 or 55 inches TV on selected purchases. Grab a Samsung 43 to 65 UHD Smart 4K TVs and get a free TV wall bracket. NASCO top and bottom mount fridges from 1,499 Ghana cedis with free portable juicer. Ceiling fan for 449 Ghana cedis. Grill microwave from 949 Ghana cedis. Garment steamer for 699 Ghana cedis. NASCO blender for 219 cedis. Tabletop burner for 449 Ghana cedis. Rush and get yours. Visit www.electrolandgh.com or call 0503 159 739. Don't miss out on these amazing deals.
The City Business Olympics is back. It's all about team building, networking, and staying healthy.
Everything, be it football, be it basketball, be it Scrabble, be it Excel, we are there. Arm wrestling, we are there.
Which game will your company participate in this year? Is it 7-a-side football, volleyball, swimming, basketball, or sack race? Rally your teammates and get ready for action.
We know we've gone on a recess, but we are back. You will feel it.
Saturday, September 27, 2025. Time 8 a.m. Venue, Eden Heights Sports Complex. Call 0558 973 973 to register your company today.
The experience so far has been very great. We are glad to have participated.
Let's keep fit, grow connections, and enjoy a day full of energy and excitement. The City Business Olympics 2025 is powered by Citi FM and Channel 1 TV in partnership with Side Hustle, and it's proudly sponsored by UMB Bank and supported by Bethel Logistics and Dampon Healthcare.
This is the City Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
Unleashing the power of relevant radio. This is City 97.
The pull up is and the dig up under the earth, lift the water in a world sea.
cardiovascular disease. Like you them cannot breathe, we got the future where they live for them. Wrong. No more destruction of the motherland. No more destruction, pollution of the rivers and streams. No more destruction of the motherland.
8:19 City Breakfast Show and Ago Ghana, Absa Ghana Limited has great news for you. Banking just got a whole lot easier and it's happening right in your neighborhood with Absa Agency Banking. You can deposit cash, withdraw money and pay bills all quickly, securely and without the long queues. That's right. No need to travel far or wait in line. It's banking made simple and it's right where you are. And here's something even better. You can be part of it. If you're a business owner or someone who loves serving your community, why not become an Absa agent? Just call 0248 573 293 or visit absa.com.gh to apply. Absa Agency Banking, banking made easy, powered by you. If you're not a customer of Enterprise, you're missing out on Enterprise Advantage Points, the loyalty program that rewards you for staying covered the smart way. With Enterprise Advantage Points, customers can rack up points and score awesome rewards by just making purchases, renewing policies, and more, all through their self-service portal or the Enterprise Advantage app. Log into your account, access Advantage Points, and start earning points for rewards like airtime, Momo, and more. Visit my.enterprisegroup.net.gh or download the Enterprise Advantage app to get started. Enterprise, your advantage.
No more distraction.
Grab your phone and dial *712#, choose option 1 to buy a ticket for yourself and option 2 to buy for someone else. I'm talking about the luckiest. It's back, it's bigger and better. If you want to generate a lucky ticket for yourself, go with option 1. If you want to choose your own ticket number, that's option 2. There's also the online way where you can head to theluckiestafrica.com and register. Tap on community tickets to either pick your own lucky number or let the system choose for you. One ticket can multiply your money by 500 times and your whole community could win over 10 times over. This is your golden chance. Hop on and let's get lucky together because luck is everywhere. The luckiest. And if you're a salaried worker, whether you're on controller and accountant general's department payroll, working with an SG listed institution, already banking with SG Ghana, there's never been a better time to get things done with SG Ghana's Yasa Tisu loans. From now to end of this month, apply and receive a loan from SG Ghana for your personal or business needs and enjoy the unbelievably low interest rates during the Yasa Tisu loan promo. Visit any of our branches or call 0302214314. Terms and conditions apply. SG Ghana, the future is you. So we just had a report from our Central Regional correspondent about the very, very troubling situation in the Central region because of the shutdown of the Kwenyakun headworks affecting 10 districts. Probably 1 million people affected by the Galamsey silted Ayensu River and the fact that it's made the Kwanyaku headworks almost unusable. Let's hear from the Catholic bishops. The Most Reverend Matthew Jemfi has been speaking to Citi News on the need for the government to change its approach to Galamsey.
The declaration of state emergency, we are not talking of revolution or military type of state emergency. All we are saying is that let's take a very radical action because the situation calls for a radical response, not piecemeal actions as we are doing now. It calls for a very, very radical action. Now, to say that the state of emergency and to do such a thing, this is not the time. When should the whole country be destroyed? We are in the process, people are in the process of destroying everything. And it's not being recovered. Then we say, when should the whole Ghana be devastated before we try to repair what? And the state of emergency that we are calling about should have happened far back. And for you to say that this is not the time is very worrying and very surprising. Many of us are disappointed in that statement. Now, gold. What little gold do we get? And do you know the costs to people's lives, to our forests, to our water bodies, to our health, then that paltry amount gold that we get? Why should we entertain evil acts. Why? When we all know, who says he doesn't know? So we don't know, we don't understand what he means by the time, what time is he really talking about? He could have described that time. But for us, and for many Ghanaians, and I believe we speak for many Ghanaians, most, I would say, the time that this state of emergency should have been declared is long overdue. It's long overdue.
Are people sending messages and saying that, why are you speaking now and that you have suddenly found your voice? I don't know what you say to them.
Now those who do not want to hear and do not want to study, before Nana Akufo-Addo's government, our voices, they should read the messages and some of the statements we have made during Akufo-Addo's time. When he started that he's doing this, we spoke. And we spoke several times. Look at our communities and all those things. And even when Akufo-Addo failed in the first term, probably for political reasons, he stopped what he was doing because probably he said he was losing and people didn't vote for him because of Galamsey. So he stopped the second time. You know what we did. We spoke several times, made several statements. And even for the few times you saw the Catholic Church going on the streets. And we did it not only in Accra. Of course, Accra is the capital. But almost all the regions. And we did that for education and to raise people's awareness. Why should they say that we have not spoken and it's now that we are speaking? That is a lie. It's a very, very clear lie. And people who want to, blunt the facts and overlook the real things that are happening when we are looking to savage the nation. They don't love the nation. Those who say, why is it that now we are saying it?
Okay. The next question would be, now that it appears very clearly that the president is not interested in doing that, and that's a demand you're making, what options are left for you on the table?
Well, I believe that a president who loves the country, who loves the welfare, cannot overlook the devastation and the harm that Galamsey is causing the nation. That's what I'm saying. Probably the president does not have the full brief. The president may not be in touch with the reality. And that is why we write some of these things to probably prompt the president to really have a second look.
Is it possible that he knows better than you and I because he receives security briefs and the security briefs do not suggest that the situation is so dire as to require a state of emergency?
Well, I don't think the president can know all things more than all Ghanaians. And there are a lot of people who are voiceless and who cannot talk. And if they talk, if nobody hears them. If he really wants to know what is happening, let them do a survey. Let them ask Ghanaians. And not only security agents or people, his environmentalists and ministers informing him. Let them ask Ghanaians. Quickly, let them do very, very clean survey and ask. And then he will get what his people, the people he's leading, what they are telling him.
You have had opportunity to meet the president since he took office. Did these issues come up? What was his response?
Yes. We have the Ghana Catholic Bishops' Conference. I visited the president to congratulate him. And one of the first things he mentioned was this matter, that it would be the best legacy he will give to Ghana if he's able to nip Galamsey in the bud and probably reorganize it in such a way that it will not lead Ghanaians on the steep slopes to destruction where we are now heading. We did tell him. We did remind him. We did inform him. So we were very, very surprised that he gave this very, very soft answer to the Galamsey issue on the recent press meeting.
So 829, still on Galamsey, that was the Most Reverend Matthew Jemfi, President of the Ghana Catholic Bishops' Conference, speaking to Umaru Sandamadu on Eyewitness News. Now, Minister of State for Government Communications, Felix Kwacho Fosu, has been speaking about what government intends to do in what it calls the renewed fight against Galamsey. He says government will deploy soldiers to all 44 forests permanently. Here's an excerpt of what he said on Face to Face with Umaru Sanda.
When we came to power in January 2025, an assessment showed that as of that time, there were 288 forest reserves. Out of these 288 forest reserves, Galamsey threatened 44 of them. In other words, there was some Galamsey activity in 44 of them. 9 out of those 44 had been completely taken over by armed gangs who were doing as they pleased and superintending Galamsey on a massive scale. Now, what is the situation? The situation now is that all the 9 forest reserves have been repossessed by government through the Galamsey Task Force. All 9 of
forest reserves, where are they located?
They are, I can give you a list.
Okay.
But it is a matter of public record. There's no dispute about it.
Okay.
They have been taken over by government again. Of course, you do know that once that is done and the task force moves, some unscrupulous elements try to go back, but we are still pursuing them. So those 9 are no longer under the control of these armed bandits who were doing Galamsey. So if you have a situation where at the beginning of the year, 9 forest reserves were under the control of armed bandits who were doing Galamsey, and now that is not the situation, that is a clear improvement. Now the larger 44 have also seen some increased activity by government to ensure that we flush out these elements. But of course, we will be the last to say that Galamsey has been overcome. It has by no means been overcome. There are still people who are doing Galamsey, and we are going after them. Now, how have we done this? Now, we formed what we call the National Anti-Illegal Mining Operations Center, NIMOS, which brings together all the stakeholders who are playing a role in fighting Galamsey. So the military, the police, other technical personnel, what have you. So that it becomes a coordinating center, so that the fight is properly structured, because there were disparate groups, all of whom worked towards a common objective. But every now and then you hear reports about excesses and abuse. There were every reports of extortion and all that. In order to gain control of the situation and ensure that the fight is coordinated, NIMOS has been set up. So that gives you a structure that forms the foundation upon which you move against Galamsey. Number 2, what are the tangible outcomes? Apart from reclaiming the 9 forest reserves, as I speak to you, there are 1,400 people who have been arrested and are waiting trial. The Attorney General informs that he will soon set up a special court to hasten their prosecution so that it will serve as a major deterrent to people who are minded to go into it. Umaru, over 440 excavators have been seized, some of which have been destroyed. You recall that under the MP, when excavators were seized, we were told that they had been stolen and shared amongst party people. We cannot account for them, but that is not the case today. 300 shamfans, and you know what shamfans are? They are some contraptions that people put on the river and stir the river bed, and that's what creates the turbidity, that increases the turbidity levels and destroys the quality of the water. 300 of those equipment have been seized, many of them destroyed. And in fact, there are efforts to dechemicalize the water. In other words, put in material that would ensure that we reverse the deterioration in quality. In addition to this, 900 water pumps that these Galamseyers used have been confiscated. In fact, only last week, the Agric Minister shared this for farmers to use to irrigate their lands, water their lands. So this has been done. We also noticed, upon assumption of power, that there was an unusual influx of excavators. The records show that we now have about 200 excavators imported into Ghana every day. So we said no, this must be looked into. Excavators in themselves are not designed to be used for illegal mining. They are construction equipment. So there are legitimate construction firms that import these for their business. There are also legitimate companies involved in lawful mining who use this equipment. But there are unscrupulous people who import them and use it for this nefarious Galamsey activity. So what did government do? We said no, we are now going to impound it and find out whether indeed these excavators are being imported for legitimate purposes. So indeed, in the last 8 months or so, 2 months, just 2 months, we impounded 1,300 excavators. It took up a large tract of space at the ports. So on 22nd August, GPHA put out a notification that they were going to move these excavators to decongest the port so that containers can have space to be packed. Some of your colleagues in the media reported this as though at midnight, Galamseyers were being allowed to clear these excavators to go and engage in Galamsey. And that's what has added to this latest round of public brouhaha. But it was false reportage. GPHA put out clear notification. In fact, I invite your crew to go to Burma camp. I can facilitate that. You will see the excavators, some of which are parked there, some of which are parked at Michelle Camp and other places, under military guard, so that nobody can dare go there and move it without express authorization from the appropriate quarters. Now, 1,300 of them have been impounded. As I speak to you, every excavator that is imported and cleared legitimately is tracked. A tracking device is installed so that we can follow the movement of that excavator. There's something they call geofencing, which means that the tracker is programmed such that if you move the excavator beyond the area you say you are going to use it for construction or lawful mining purposes, you will be identified and the excavator can be disabled. So all these are being done in order to ensure that we make substantial progress in the fight against Galamsey. Let me make it clear that President Mama is committed, absolutely committed, to weeding out Galamsey. Also, let me indicate that we made specific commitments in the fight against Galamsey. We spoke about banning new mining activity in forest reserves. And indeed, it's been implemented. As I speak to you, since we came to power, no lease has been granted to anybody to mine, whether lawful or unlawful, in a forest reserve.
So all these things you said sound great. The only question is, why are you not imposing a state of emergency?
Again, you see, President Mama answered that.
Yes.
President Mama answered that at the media encounter.
The answer was not satisfactory, and that's why we are seeing a lot of the questions.
Well, I'm not sure that it was not satisfactory. You see, one of the things that needs to happen is that the conversation has to be such that we listen to all the issues that are raised. First of all, a state of emergency is a very severe measure. It comes with curbs in freedoms.
But you knew about this in opposition.
But we have never called for a state of emergency. We never did. Let me correct it. We have not said, we didn't say that we will impose a state of emergency. At the time that the state of emergency discussion came up in opposition, 9 forest reserves were under the control of bandits. That is no longer the situation. President Mama says that the conventional methods we are using, if it is ramped up, can achieve the objective. But he is prepared anytime it becomes necessary to impose a state of emergency to do so. And I'm indicating that the state of emergency comes with certain measures.
So the conditions are not ripe for that.
He does not believe now that the conditions are ripe yet. But he believes certainly that the actions we are taking must be increased, they must be intensified. In fact, let me tell you that now, all the 44 areas that are threatened by Galamsey, there's going to be permanent military presence. In the past, they go and flash out the characters engaged in Galamsey and then they leave. But now they will have permanent military presence. All riverine areas, in other words, all the rivers that we have will have permanent military presence. In addition to this, we have the Blue Water Guards. The idea is to ensure that up to 2,000 of them are trained by the close of year. We have close to 1,000 now. Their role is to complement the efforts of the security agencies to monitor the rivers and immediately alert NIMOS and other entities involved about the presence of these people so that action can be taken. It is through their agility and alertness that the 300 champagnes have been seized and destroyed. So a lot is happening.
So that was Felix Kwatiofosu. So you had 3 different angles. You've heard the report filed by Citi News correspondent from Kwenyako, where the headworks have been shut because of Galamsey. Then you've heard the Most Reverend Matthew Jemfi, President of the Catholic Bishops' Conference, speaking about the need for a state of emergency. Now you've heard the Minister of State for Government Communications saying that they would deploy soldiers permanently at 44 forests threatened by illegal mining. Now you'll hear from the President later on. Now, I'm here with Francisca Richard-Kai and Samens. It seems to me as if the government is not hearing what people are saying. Because if you listen to the press conference we did with the President and all the interviews we granted, we seem to be speaking, but they don't seem to be either understanding or hearing. Right? And I felt like this Kwenyako shutdown thing should have been the impetus for some more serious action. In fact, even the death of the 8, was in August, right? One would have thought that would have been the clarion call to say, you know what? These people died on their way to solve Galamsey using the normal things we've tried to do. And so to honor their memory, we are going to go all out and we are going to essentially clamp down on it to a point where we stop all types of illegal mining. But I think there's a big opportunity we are missing. And if you listen to the president on Wednesday, I'm not sure if his briefing is in sync with the reality that all of us seem to be seeing across the country. Yeah.
Well, I think this is where this Galamsey has brought us, and where we find ourselves now is the sum total of all the efforts that we have pretended to be putting in to stop Galamsey over the years. You see, the Kwenyako Water Works is situated within the Aguna system. The Aguna it serves the Aguna and the Gumwa and some part of George Ander's former constituency. The Futu system.
So they said 10 districts in all.
Yeah, 10 districts.
10 districts.
And there is the Ayensu River that has been dammed to provide water, mind you. And the Ayensu River itself, there's no Galamsey in the Ayensu River.
Is this tributaries?
It is the brim that flows into the Ayensu River that has caused this.
So from the eastern region.
From the eastern
region.
Ayensu
is in central.
It's mostly in central, and parts of some parts of eastern region into central region.
So there isn't that much Galamsey in the.
No.
So it's coming from eastern region.
It's actually coming. The silt is coming from the eastern region. That it's a matter of fact. But guess what? You have Aguna East. Aguna East. You are talking about in Sabah, Kwenyako, Mankron, and Swedru, parts of Swedru, Aguna Safo. You have Aguna West. That's Swedru Township, Nyekrom, Abodom, Bobikuma, all these places. Then you come to Gomwa Central, Afranse, Aboso, Ekwam Krom, all that.
They actually mentioned even your place. They said possibly.
I'm coming. Yes.
Your place.
So then, because once you get to Abodom, Bobikuma, you are going towards Ejumakun. Good. Then you have Gomwa West, the Rampong, Apam, the part of Apam, which flows into Gomwa West. Then you have Gomwa East, Potsin, Dominase, Winneba Junction, that's Pomazi area. You also have Ewutu Senya East of our core part moving to the Kaswa side, Bojiase, all these places.
Ewutu Senya West.
Then you have Ewutu Senya West, that is Bojiase, Senya, Breku, all these places. Then Esikuma Odobin Brakwa. Then you come to some of the Efutu municipal places, the Winneba areas. Now,
so the headworks, I'm told, is now 21,000 cubic. So it's a big plant.
Before the Jumaku Enyan ACM district.
It's a big thing.
So Bernard, all put together, you don't have less than 1 million people.
Oh, more.
And
more.
As we speak now, they don't have water.
More.
Not just the fact that they don't have water. As we speak now, we don't know when they are going to get water.
Yeah.
Because you should see what we have in Kwenyako. I was there on Sunday. What we have in Kwenyako now is not even water. It's not water.
The thing that comes into the.
I'm telling you.
It's like
Tom Brown is lighter.
Wow. So that's what comes. So the machine is spoiled.
I don't know which machine can deal with that matter.
Wow.
So if we don't see the water security challenge that this Galamsey is posing, we can't be licking around this Galamsey thing and be saying that it's providing people jobs, so we should wait. But how about those people whose lives are at risk now?
Yeah.
When NDC was in opposition, their approach to Galamsey definitely not what we are seeing now.
Okay.
We hear Ofusukwachi talk about the efforts. It's okay to tell us about the efforts, but it's also okay to also measure your outcomes. And know that when you put your efforts versus the outcomes, you have not even scratched the surface. That's all we are saying.
Yeah.
And this Galamsey, you heard the Catholic Bishops' Conference talking about it. I mean, that would be like the nth time they are talking about this.
Times, yeah.
So it's important that, I mean, I also hear, we are going to station the military people there.
Permanently.
in the forests.
Mm-hmm.
You see, I'll tell you what, if they don't know that, the galamsey is not happening only in forests.
Yeah. Yeah.
Have
River
you driven
bodies,
past Konongo?
Yeah, even near the roadside.
Did you hear what happened in Takwa when somebody went to open her shop?
The market.
In the market,
So
open her shop.
under.
Somebody had dug into the shop looking for. It's not forest matter.
So yeah.
The forest, yes. So to prevent people from going there. But how about the communities where the chiefs themselves are involved?
Yeah.
The communities where the policemen themselves were involved, and you are telling me that the military people, when they go, they will just sit down and worship the galamsey.
No.
We need to raise.
And then the
our
other
game.
point about arresting the people who have the money, because I remember in opposition there was a question we asked the president about, at the time former president, about he was saying that they will give amnesty to illegal miners, small scale miners, and then the reason he gave was that the real big wigs usually don't get arrested and they don't get punished. So those who provide money for galamsey, we need to make an example of them. Now I think they mentioned a number of arrests, but I'm not sure if we've been told of any of them being a key financier. You get it? Because the basic thing we are told in journalism is that follow the money. So if you catch 3 guys wearing singlet in a water body that they are doing galamsey, you haven't done anything. Because where the 3 are from, there are 10,000 of them who want to do it. But if you get one person whose business enterprise is financing it, you get it. So I feel like the one of the missing links is the issue of tackling the money route, because there are financial flows that fuel the galamsey, which I think if you nab the people whose business enterprise has been fueling it and you make a public show of them, then you are making some progress. But we cannot see that.
Bernard, it's very, very critical that we do this. But I think that it's not the first port of call in this matter, because it's going to be it's going to be a wild goose chase.
For the money people,
a lot of the money people have registered legitimate mining companies, small scale mining companies, which is like the facade. And behind, they are financing the galamsey informally. So it takes a long trail to arrest them.
So you think we should go the state of emergency way?
We should do both. But the state of emergency gives us, if like a blank check,
to stop everything. Then work backwards.
The politicians in power always think differently. When MPP was in power, they didn't do it. NDC they have not done it. So maybe the moment you get into Jubilee House, you see a different reality.
On the state of emergency?
Yes. Now, it's also important that we recognize that we are actually exposing ourselves to another disaster, which is a health emergency, that we are walking into it like this.
Yeah.
Look, this Kwenyakun all the way to Ejumakun, Esikuma area in the 60s and in the 70s used to be the Infa belt, if you've ever heard Infa. Guinea worm.
Oh. Really?
Yes. That used to be the Guinea worm belt,
something.
because of the quality of water. Now, guess what we've just done? We have gone back to the 60s because of our irresponsibility and our inability to deal with a clear and present danger, which we always talk about when we are in opposition. So very soon, you'll start hearing of the Guinea worm cases. I'm telling you.
And beyond guinea worm as well, the chemicals in the water have many other things. Remember, Chris Gordon has explained to us the very many things: cyanide, the metals, mercury. It's a really terrible mixed bag of things that could happen with this. Somebody just sent me a text message, forwarded message. It says, "Big brother, with due respect, I wish to bring to your attention that the running water in Winneba has become very dirty and unsafe for use. The water has been discolored and is unfit for cooking or bathing. The situation is affecting many children and the elderly. We kindly request your urgent intervention to help restore clean water." Then the person attaches a video of a tap water running in their bathroom, and it's just dirt that's coming out of the water. So it's a big issue. I'd like to take your couple of takes on this before I move to Tamale Teaching Hospital. Let me start with Kakra. You are from the area as well. It's funny that even though the central region is not the real hotbed of galamsey, It's almost like you are bearing the brunt because upstream it's happening, and then for the water that comes down, So I'm not even sure the angle you are going to come from.
I think so. For me, my observation is that what is happening in Konyako and generally the central region with respect to the water situation in Galamsey is an accurate sample of the Ghana problem. Okay, so this is a town in a region where Galamsey hasn't become the mainstay, but what is happening in another region is having this dire impact on them. Okay, so the water, the plants is shut down. They don't have water. They don't know when they are going to have water. But where the menace is happening, they are not feeling that. And that signals where Ghana is going. So the rest of us are going to be sitting in Accra, in the north, wherever, and feel the impact of what is happening far away from us. Now, the report is very comprehensive, and listening to the voices, the hopelessness being expressed, the calls for a decisive action. The impression that I get, and I'm certain I'm not the only Ghanaian, is that the government appears conflicted as to how to resolve the Galamsey problem. Okay, we heard the president during his address with the media responding to a question about Galamsey, listening to the interview by the government spokesperson Felix Kwachi Fosu, talking about pockets of solutions. And the Bishops' Conference captures it accurately and says that what is needed is radical solution. And some of the voices, some of the indigenous boldly, asserted to that when they talk about a sacrifice. Because the national good is that we need water, we need air, we need these bodies, our water bodies, the air, and also the land not to be polluted. And so we would have to make bold sacrifices so that the generations after us will not worry about where they are going to get the next glass of water, etc.
My challenge, just to add what you said, you are going to talk about air quality, and some research was done that was linking bad air to a lot of asthma,
going to get to that, yes.
And then linking it to even some of the cardiovascular diseases. I don't even know whether somebody has started doing a study on the effect of polluted water on people's livelihoods. We probably haven't done it.
Well, they've done it plenty.
No, I'm talking about in terms of its effect on the disease burden. And now, you see, because today we read a story that said bad air is now the leading killer of Ghanaians. It's overtaking malaria and it's overtaking HIV. All right. So my point is, if you look at the water one, it's probably worse. It just hasn't been delineated in the manner in which the air has been done.
I think it has, but maybe what we need to do is to refocus on that subject. I've heard reports from colleagues, across various media platforms, interact with doctors where Galamsey is happening and the kind of water that they're using, and they would make references to certain irritation to the skin. They even talked about defective births, etc.
Yes, kids born with certain deformities, all linked to the water. You're right.
All linked to the water. What is interesting is the connection to the air, because you have Galamsey. They use these chemicals. What do you call it? Mercury. We only talk about the impact of mercury in the water, but the mercury also affects the air because there's a vapor around it, and the blastings that will happen in these mining sites are also contributing, apart from toxics, but to also dust, to the quality of the air. So for me, I'm not particularly impressed. I think the reiteration by the Bishops' Conference captures everything. We need radical solution to this. It's unfortunate the government appears conflicted. That's not what we need from the government. The government is supposed to help solve our problems. And so the solution is clear, and they've gone into the detail and say we're not asking you to declare a state of emergency across the country, but in the specific places where Galamsey is happening and is already having a devastating effect. I really would love to hear President Mohammed's direct response to the indigents of
Konyaku.
Konyaku who haven't engaged in galamsey but are suffering for it.
I actually need to do a couple of things. So I need to point out that even though we've said that the people in the central region are facing something they don't do, we have to be fair. There are parts of central region that galamsey does. Okay, so for example, Dunkwa, Onofin, and some of the Asin areas do have mining and galamsey. But what we're saying is that people in the Aguna area are not people who do galamsey necessarily, but the water that comes there is from the Ayensu, which has been polluted.
I frame it that way because it represents what is happening.
I agree with
Ghana.
you that the fact that you are not even in a galamsey happening area doesn't mean you are not going to benefit. I also think that we need to air this report again.
Yeah.
Because from my experience in this job, the best argument for action is to show the effect, not the shouting we shout. And I think the report that our Central Regional correspondent did captures everything that needs to be said in terms of the effects on people. Do you follow me? So maybe I'll rehash it for people to listen. If you hadn't listened, I heard it earlier in the morning. Maybe some may have missed it already. I left take 2 comments and I go there.
I made a point. I think it's an error when I said that the brim flows into the Ayensu.
Okay,
and the point I was trying to make is that they all originate from the Etiwa range.
All right, but the brim goes into Densu rather. Or?
No, the brim goes into Pra.
Rather, Pra.
Yes.
Sorry, Pra.
Yeah,
okay.
It goes into Pra.
But Ayensu takes its source from the Etiwa range.
Etiwa, both of them.
Both
of them from the Etiwa range.
Okay.
But the Ayensu ends up at Winneba, somewhere.
See, let me take your comments. I notice you are bringing some science angle to the conversation around pollution of water bodies and related impact on aquatic ecosystems and ecosystem services. Just tidy that up before I go back to the report, because I feel like the Konyaku gives us a big opportunity to make a strong case. Right? 10 districts, 21,000 cubic feet of meters of water, central region, no water to drink. It's a big one.
Yeah, so Bernard, just drew your attention to this academic paper written by Kenneth Bedu Ado on the matter we're discussing, the direct link between how the pollution we're seeing in our water bodies is impacting economic activity and life generally. And if you read the conclusions of the report, it is really clear that people who are living along these riverbanks are suffering. And you heard it from that report. And again, Kakra mentioned that you listen to doctors who are working in internal medicine, people who are into kidney-related matters, the experts in those spaces are telling us that we're seeing serious casualties as a result of inaction on galamsey. And then the new births that we are seeing from these communities, the experts, the gynecologists, the pediatricians in these spaces are telling us that there is a direct link between some of the major deformities we're seeing in the kids of this country and galamsey related activities. And if I may, let me just read for you the first 2 paragraphs of this particular report I mentioned. So the conclusions say that the significant quantities of arsenic, mercury and suspended solids generated during galamsey activities in Ghana has diverted the flow of several rivers, altered light penetration, destroyed aquatic habitats, fragmented aquatic habitats, and destroyed aquatic ecosystems in Tuntukrum in the Ashanti region, Chechere, Ekropong in the central region, and Takwa Nsiam in the western region, leading to loss of aquatic biodiversity in Ghana. The silt, sand, and clay, the main suspended solids generated during galamsey activities, has darkened water bodies in Ghana, clogged the gills of fish, reduced the spawning size of fish, and reduced the hunting ability of predatory aquatic organisms in Ghana. Now, this is particularly telling you that all the economic activities, the fishing, and those things that people do along the river bodies, these are dying. Because if the fish is dying, you don't expect the fisherman to go to the riverside and hopefully get something home. And when that happens, how is he going to feed his family? Then you have the women in these villages who are into what? Fishmongering, What they do is that they go get the fish from the fishermen and then also smoke them.
They smoke it.
And then they send them to the market. Again, they are also affected because of the illegal mining that we're talking about. And if you go...
Just a quick intervention. That then counters the argument about the livelihood dependence on galamsey. Because then their livelihoods are already being destroyed.
Actually, when you read the Ghana Academy of Science as a scientist thing, they analyze the various effects of galamsey socially, and when you compare it to the so-called benefit, it's not even an argument. So I think one of the problems we are having is that government is conceptualizing money, gold, but lost livelihoods, dead teenagers, deformed babies, bad water. When you put all of those things plus the livelihood point he's putting, it's actually worse.
It's worse than the livelihood.
So it's not even factual to even look. So even in fact, what I'm saying, even from an economic point of view, galamsey is a disadvantage from an economic point of view.
That is why when the mention is made of what Dr. Cadman Mills said,
last week,
I remove my hat and I doff my hat
to the
guy because it would take so much confidence, so much courage to come from the NDC side of things and speak boldly about the apparent incompetence that is leading to the mess we are seeing. But we were in this country when the previous administration was not dealing with the problem. We rallied TUC, the Catholic Bishops Conference,
everybody,
all the people who matter in the space.
October 2024.
Yes. And then
a stand against galamsey.
Exactly. Prayed against the kinds of things that were happening that were not allowing the government to deal with the problem. At that time, when these things were going on, what was the NDC doing?
They were also going to the water bodies and taking pictures.
Leading voices of the party behind, podiums mounted by Riverside
and delivering press conference.
They were looking to manage gold board.
It was serious.
Bernard, they were speaking big about how to confront the problem. We accounted incompetence to the NPP because they had failed to deal decisively with the problem. And the NDC said they have the solutions. And all the big shows, the men and the solutions to deal with the problem. The Honorable Haruna Idrisu, a respected mind, said there was the need to declare what? State of emergency. Honorable Kofi Boah, who today, my good friend, the minister responsible for lands and natural resources, said that Mr. President has to declare. He has to declare.
State of emergency.
The Honorable Okujetua Blackwa, my good friend from, what do you call it? What's this considered? Notong. Also boldly stated
all of them
that there has got to be...
George. Exactly. They all said it.
All these people who matter, who are in cabinet today.
Charlie.
Bernard, you cannot come to office after all these promises that we know how to deal with it.
8 months down the line,
the president was failing to deal with it, and then you come to office and the question is put to you at the press conference, and what we hear now is, the president himself did not say that, there will be state of emergency, so we should cut the president some slack.
Come on,
please. I mean, you should go.
Get serious, man.
What, are you serious? No. Because this was the very reason why we sacked the MPP out of office,
among other things.
Because they were look, under the first term of the Nanado government, we saw some passable effort to confront the problem. You and I sat here and led a campaign. In fact, this thing we started somewhere in 2017, if my memory serves me correctly, when we were doing videos that were published on YouTube, insisting that something has got to be done.
It was actually 2015.
2015. Great. So the effort had been in place to push the government to act, and they acted when they came into office. But again, they too politically, people who were kingpins within the administration were told got involved.
They kicked off in Pomboati, and the rest became football.
Exactly. And then after the first, tenure of the government, they sort of slacked and things went haywire. So the president has no space to actually come and account to us that, we can't tell the difference between legal mining and illegal mining gold, and therefore we need to slow down. And in any event, these things are employing people. No. Because as of the time that Nanado and Co were fighting galamsey in their first term, During the campaign, we're told that they were in the communities. That, oh, don't worry. If we can, we'll allow you to do, small scale mining responsibly. The people who have been jailed, we'll free them. We'll go after the big boys. When they came, the first thing they announced was that the Chinese people behind illegal mining, these are the money bags behind the thing. When we arrest them, we'll send them back home. When on your program, point of view, the Minister for Foreign Affairs, as of that time, now presently, who was the minority spokesperson on Foreign Affairs, said that it was wrong for the government to be sending Chinese people arrested for illegal mining back to China. We should show that we are a sovereign state, we are against criminal conduct like that, and we should prosecute them here. What has changed?
Now we are having conversation with the Chinese on how to give them visa.
Can you imagine?
What has changed? They said the visa, to be fair, the visa policy said they will stop giving them group visas because the group visas is where the illegal miners come through.
But you see,
that was in answer to a Galamsey
I have always told you here
yes,
that promises by their nature are immune to changing circumstances. So you cannot speak in opposition with both sides of the mouth that you have the solutions to the problem and come to us.
Yes.
When the question is put to you, then you are pussyfooting around the matter. They are showing incompetence in dealing with the problem, just like the former administration. They have the mandate now to deal with the problem, and we don't need any excuses.
Let's hear the report again, because I feel like it's very important to see the effect of the Galamsey. As I say, the greatest argument against Galamsey is not how loud we shout. It's about the showing people the effect of this irresponsibility on everybody else. So let's take you back to the central region.
It's been weeks without water flowing through taps in communities served by Ghana Water Limited's Kwanyako Headworks. In Kwesi Chukrom, one of the worst hit communities in the Aguna East District, residents are depending on the offer stream, a shallow, weed-filled, muddy source for drinking and cooking.
So I would oh here yes I am on one edibianum on one yedibi yeduane na yezi omwa henapo but any option just on one aden yasane yanum
even so bi kura ampo yare na say odin ko klinika moja wono ho anase ofefi kura ampo a nsu a ebinya de ama yede wode aye no ho adwuma kura no edin me enes fun kura nsu a obono mo kura wode wanya ho de wode ahwenye ayarefo no nso kura po no edin ma wo
what are white going to move Ukraina aya brown na pia wote banajo ndi wote bana ho anya hara ntuma so na je ni pia wote ni binto na ye bia no ama mbefo ya nkan kwa tama poku ole ba no osa ama hana e na ore se nsu no ama hana wambo u poku na ba nsu so se do ho se na de ma no nsu no ha na ore se.
Untreated water from the stream is even used to process gari and cassava dough.
We ya bia na yesa ye de ho ya ba nchi na de ho. We have also no bad time, Mr. Bihonyama. Yeduan yumpo, empo a yasam yunsu no mabufro kutami. Your bed then or you are bonum fancy away.
Local food vendors are struggling to find water, creating frustration and despair.
See a mito fufu. Me am quine. Intamunsu ya mukohui, was some wawumi, into yen to me fan yet bound, Ben Queen in the dynamical boot drum bako. None a pemidia asa. Nsu we na ndamede ohuru ma mede twetwu nsu ni na mede tu edi ben nsu bia ne ya
ablawum pa ablawum
aba me say etisen or how potin ba na dem ma
say yakwa ya blenti mombranye bi.
Health officials at the local facility warn of a looming outbreak of waterborne infections.
But I think we have advised them not to take it raw. At least they have to boil it before they take in. So, and it's going to cause a whole lot of diseases because after maybe resolving the issue, maybe we might have a breakout. Yes, especially cholera.
The community chief has expressed disappointment over the pollution of the Ayonsu River by illegal mining activities.
Ama yako echiru krobi ofro wesa mo krom ho na ya yetum kwen nsu ho ho no so sare kwa moto no bajo 25 Ghana cedis yako abokwa kubu nsu be 5 cedis nti bowe na nsu be rubber kro no across 30 Ghana cedis every day.
Years ago, the Ayonsu River was pristine and teeming with fish. Today, lifelong resident Kwame Kwetu Yamua says its current state is heartbreaking.
Before the waterways,
it is this river we depend on. Where we are standing here, it's called Mbemejare. So this river in particular serves a lot of communities. Since this Galamsey manner started, this river began to change its color. But this Galamsey is not going on in our area here.
Even so, some residents, despite the health risks, continue to bath and drink from the contaminated river. With the Ayunsu unsafe, others have turned to the equally unwholesome Nkunkum River.
The DBT has become high like this. We don't have anything to do. In the morning, we have to put gallons and jerrycans in Abuboya. Then we go to nearby villages to request for water before you can cook.
It's quite unfortunate that when the whole thing started, they took things for granted. Now we are facing such a challenge. What it means is that I'm even advising, even if they are able to pump the water, looking at its situation now, it's not good for consumption because you can see too that the turbidity level is very high.
The water crisis is also disrupting education. School children arrive late after long treks to fetch water.
We are not getting water at all. And if we need water, we must come and then depend on the river here. In fact, the reporting time is supposed to be latest by 7:15. And by 7:30, we are supposed to begin lessons. But you have to be waiting for the kids to come around. Sometimes 9 o'clock. So it's very challenging.
At Pamfukrom Technical Institute, boarding students walk more than 2 hours to collect water from the polluted Ayensu River.
We lack waters, so because of that, we need to take our buckets and go to the stream or the riverside to fetch waters. The distance is very far. We close around 3:30, but for the sake of the water, when we don't close early to go to the riverside to fetch water, the path will get dark. So we need to close early and go to the riverside to fetch waters.
In desperation, residents, including children, queue for drops of wastewater from the plant's drainage tunnel, climbing dangerously to reach it.
In
Mankron Kwanta, a small cave managed by a resident provides some relief. But women, including the heavily pregnant, sacrifice hours of sleep to fetch water. It takes 4 to 5 hours to draw a single bucket.
I'm at 12 near Tim. Bad on Shrebi, a neighbor, near a sunny and Yakakra. I am she, I say, I call. Into what I know what the child on ye. What got himself once he see one. No one may say, I may, and Camilla who be that. What would me who be that? Namaba wo minye nsumpo da na dwa mo sor be ya 12 mbetre nsi ma minye bi ma sor na dwa ma fompo.
Traditional leaders in Kwanyako blame upstream pollution in towns such as Enuma Papam and Asioko in the eastern region.
Omano the Yesignai together with your traditional authorities across the Aguna state say Ade offering Galamsey it's a big no for Kwanyako. And I young cry a share. Yet, baby, young cabin shim. A fay I used in a young say any assassin. And I'm why you tune at the young co in Mapapim. No honey who say, send na in sooning fin figure. In a one wood that may good no. Air whole air siphon.
Ghana Water Limited has since shut down the Kwanyako headworks. Both the old and new plant pumps are faulty.
This is where the pumps that serve both the old and new treatment plants are situated. But currently, none of the pumps can function due to heavy silting of the Ayensu River. We understand divers were brought in to check the level of silt, and it's quite heavy. It may even take some sort of dredging in the river, plus having the illegal mining activities upstream also stopped to be able to have these pumps back into functioning.
If I were to be the head of state or the government, I will use the gun because I have the military, I have the police, I have all the security services. So persuading them and it won't result to any positive. I'll use the gun. Killing about 1, 2, 3, 4 people, they will stop. I don't believe in killing people. But this one, we have to do something of that sort. People must die. We have to sacrifice people to stop this menace. Because it's not the whole Ghana. It will reach some time that maybe you won't even get water to drink.
So it's 9:15 on the City Breakfast Show, and that was what's his name? Our Central Regional Correspondent. His name keeps escaping me. We'll bring that to you shortly. But I'm going to the Western region now to speak to a former journalist, Nkrumah Boateng, to give me a sense of perspective on what's happening in that part. Don't forget that the Western region is the largest mining region of the country in terms of its contribution to mining now. It's contributed to our mining sector in a very, very unique way. Mr. Nkrumah Boateng, thank you so much for joining the program. We've just done a report from the Central region where the Kwenyaku headworks have been shut because of Galamsey. What is the situation in Takwa in particular? Is there a water challenge? Is Galamsey affecting Takwa in the same way as it is in the Central region?
Well, Bernard, good morning and thanks for having me. I'm Tony Nkrumah Boateng. Like you said, you missed the Tony anyway. The situation in Takwa is quite dire. I live in a suburb in Takwa called Achempim, and Achempim is on the junction to Anglo Gold. So we are very close to the Bonsa River Works, and that's where we get our water. For the last 1 month, there's not been any flow of water through our pipes, and we are much closer to the Bonsa. So just imagine those behind us, those who live at Banchim, those who go to Tamso, the market circle, Sanai, almost, I mean, the water works will confirm to you, they simply don't have the water to pump. There's no raw water to extract. Galamseyers have taken over the Bonsa River. They are digging deep into the Bonsa River. They're extracting the gold under the water. They have to go through the they have to go through the sand. They virtually need to destroy everything in their way to get to the gold. So we are sacrificing our water source in Takwa because of gold activity, Galamsey activity on the Bonsa River. That is what it is.
So you are confirming to me that for the past 1 month, the people of Takwa have not had pipe-borne water because they depend on the Bonsa headworks.
Yes, we depend on the Bonsa headworks. Well, there's another, the water facility, the Ghana Water Works here in Takwa have another facility at Aboso. So it's virtually a borehole facility at Aboso, which they treat and pump and they distribute to the environs in Aboso and sell some of the water. So now Takwa, most of the residents who need potable water, who don't have access to boreholes, need to move to Aboso to get water. And this is what is happening. I've lived where I live. I've lived here since 1998. I've been here for 27 years. And this is the first time we are having such an experience.
And are we sure that the non-functioning of the headworks is because of Galamsey? Is it the drying of the river or the pollution and turbidity? Because in the Agona Kwenyaku case, the water was just too turbid and too polluted. What is the situation with the river itself and why the headworks has closed? Do you know?
The headworks is not working because there's no raw water to extract. It's not because of the weather. The weather is fine. We're having rains here in Takwa. It's just that there's no access to the raw water because Galamseyers have taken over the river bodies. The regional minister is aware. The manager there is aware. The municipal chief executive is aware. It's all over here in Takwa. Everybody knows what's happening there. The water is not available because the Bonsa River has been turned into a mining pit. That is what it is. I mean, we just need to be sincere about that. I mean, the cameras are there to go and cross-check. Anybody who lives here can just go there and go and cross-check. We do not have water because there's mining activity in the Bonsa River. That is what it is. And the history is there. I mean, this Bonsa River, this Bonsa Water Works has been here since 1975. So, I mean, Takwa has always had constant flow of water, but Galamsey activity has really rented the water works.
Sometimes when we discuss Galamsey in Accra, people say we oversimplify it because we do not understand the livelihoods of people who live in galamsey-prone areas. So they say until the people who live in communities where galamsey is done rise up against it, it may not end. Now you're telling me that the people of Tarkwa have not had pipe-borne water for at least a month. Do they actually know that it is galamsey that has led to their lack of water?
Yes, Bernard. I mean, it's an open secret. Everybody knows where the problem is coming from. Like I said earlier, there are some households here who have access to borehole water. So those who have the borehole water are having their borehole water. Those of us who depend on pipe-borne water are the ones really, really suffering. And that is what it is. Galamsey has been around this area for God knows how long it has been. But now the intensity is what is getting us to where we are. When I was growing up, galamsey was being done everywhere. I mean, the river bodies were not being touched. I remember in a community like Abontiakon, we call it Akon, there's been a lot of galamsey activity. I mean, it has been there, but the river bodies were not being touched. Now, the main source of river, the main source of water is the one that is being dented now. There's been a lot of activity on the Bonsa River, and we need to find a solution to that because it's not everybody in Tarkwa that has access to borehole water. Yesterday, as I speak to you, I had to buy water for 1,000 cedis to fill a 7,000 liter tank. 7,000, the Rambo 7,000, the poly tank. In Tarkwa to fill it, the one who brought it to me yesterday took 1,000 cedis. That is what it is. So, I mean, it's real. And like I said, the alternative is to go to Aboso. And when you have to go to Aboso, if you have your jerry cans or whatever, if you want that type of water, the standard of Ghana water standards, which is being treated with whatever they need to do with it, if you want to have that same quality, Aboso is the alternative, and that is what it is. I mean, there's no secret about it.
But by the way, we are focusing on the effects of galamsey on water, and you've said that the Bonsa River is now a galamsey pit. I remember the name Bonsa because it's a company called Bonsa Tire Company.
Yeah, tire
is
factory,
there how is galamsey affecting things like the plantations and agriculture and cocoa and that kind of thing? Because I know that your area is also quite rich with rubber plantations and other agricultural products. Is it a water situation mainly, or are there other effects of this?
Well, there are other effects, like you said. I mean, when you have other products like the rubber plantation between Bonsai and Abuna, there's been a lot of galamsey activities around that area too. That is the one that feeds the Ghana Rubber Estate rail. So it is not just the river bodies that I'm talking about. Other activities are also affected. I know farms that have also been taken over by galamsey activity because the water is in such a way that it's very difficult to control. So once one area is being polluted, the rest also affect. The rest are also affected, and this is what we've been living through. Like you said, I just remembered that some days ago, galamsey activity is also affecting the market. I mean, somebody got up and their store got opened up, and you saw galamsey activity beneath the market. The UBAS, the University Basic School here in Tarkwa, is just virtually in the middle of town. There's a lot of galamsey activity around it. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. And the ones that are not affecting the river bodies are also affecting their normal livelihoods here. When you are moving between the University of Mines and Technology, between UMAT and the train station on your right, that is where you have the UBAS school. And there's a lot of galamsey activity beneath the school itself. There's a hill behind the school. And there's a lot of galamsey activity everywhere. I mean, it's
and the people doing the galamsey, would you say they are known people from the area, or are they strangers? Because you're telling me that people of Tarkwa don't have water. They have to depend on Aboso. Are the galamseyers our neighbors and cousins and friends, or are they imported miners who come in from other communities come and do this?
You have indigents here, you have others coming through to also help. I mean, it has become part and parcel of the system. It's an open site, Bernard. It's an open site. You come to Tarkwa everywhere. I mean, almost everywhere you see the digging going around. It's nothing new, it's nothing strange. But what is making the situation worse is that our water bodies are now being attacked. That is where the problem.
So if the government came to say it's banning all forms of mining in Takwa and brings military men to enforce it, will there be an uprising against the government?
It's something that is going to be extremely difficult because the economy has been tailored in such a way that it's so dependent on mining activity here. It's so dependent. I mean, between Takwa on your way to Esioso, on your way to Takwa Banso, I mean, everywhere is Galamsey activity. If you want to put in military men, then you eventually have to shut the whole town down. The whole town will have to go down because I can tell you that, I mean, it's visible, and its rampant effect, the economic effects of Galamsey is the thing that will be hit so hard that I don't know what solution can be found towards it, because apart from the mining activity, there's virtually, Takwa is a municipal authority. Takwa is municipal. We have banks here, we have everything here, but I can tell you everything is tailored around mining. Anglo Gold is here, they do upper mine. We have gold fields here in Takwa, we have gold fields in Daman, but everything revolves around how many people do they really employ? A lot of others who don't have access to the mines have got to also live, and that is the activity they've been engaged in all this while.
Thank you so much, Tony Nkrumah Boateng, for your insightful report. Hope we can talk to you again soon.
Thank you very much, Bernard.
So it's quite clear this is not just a one-off. So we've seen Central. He's just described Takwa. There are other parts of Western region I haven't gone to yet.
Oh, yeah.
I was quite sad hearing him say that the whole River Bonsa is a mining pit. And the fact that even though the people of Takwa don't have water, if the government took a stand against Galamsey in the way I proposed in the interview, he would have to shut down the whole town.
Must be done.
I mean, you know, the reason I sort of slow down a bit is that a lot of times, and he is saying that they know that it's Galamsey. They know. All right? So there has to be some social work in addition to the military work.
Because they are not doing it in hiding. No.
Yeah.
In Takwa, they are not hiding to do anything. It's open, and you see them. I mean, look, you see Galamsey troops, let me call troops, driving up and down the streets of Takwa on daily basis.
Let me ask you a question. You said something very interesting. You said that when politicians get to Jubilee House, they interpret our call for state of emergency differently, and it set me thinking. Could it be that when they calculate the force it will take to actually shut down Galamsey, maybe they feel the state is inadequately prepared, because we have been told that in some of the Galamsey places, the people are armed. And maybe it's possible they feel they can't sustain a force against Galamsey in the manner that we propose.
There's a cop-out.
No, Sky, we are thinking. Let's not do it that way. I'm asking him a question. Let's discuss it. Let's discuss it. Let's discuss it.
If it's quote and unquote an armed confrontation, then all the government needs to do is to give the military the permission to go and deal with it. People in Jubilee House don't use arms.
No, I'm talking about.
No, I'm coming. I'm saying that if you talked about arms, people having arms, and I'm saying that if you unleash the military people, give them 3 days that the people are using arms, so go and finish them. They will finish them in 1 day.
How sure are we that? I'm coming. You see, they mentioned 44 forests, and now the man is telling me that just one town, the whole town is a Galamsey enclave. So I'm coming. Assuming there could be 25 towns in the western region like this, if you look at the population of the town and the investment in Galamsey, and you look at our military might, I'm saying that is it possible that the government doesn't think that if it goes full force, it can actually even win?
Yeah, but the full force does not necessarily mean that it has to be military. That's the point I'm making. Full force doesn't mean it has to be military.
But how do you shut down? Let's use the Takwa as a case study. He said to us that there are people who are openly mining in a river body, and the whole town depends on it.
Yeah.
And that if
not the whole town, I don't think the whole.
Well,
town.
he says the whole economy. I mean, we just heard him ourselves. He said the whole economy depends on Galamsey.
The economy
revolves
has been
around it.
recrafted.
Yes.
Around
So and
mining.
now, so the question
Driven
is,
by
I'm
mining.
coming, Skyway. So the question is, if government says Takwa no mining, let's assume there are 300 people in mining who have like another 500 who depend on it, and we all see them open. They are cousins and aunties and things. It's one thing saying no Galamsey. It's another thing enforcing it.
Yeah.
That enforcement may mean soldiers with. You may even have to do a curfew because when you say, I'm coming, when you say state of emergency.
Yes, that's what it means. It includes that.
I'm coming. So operationally, if you put a state of emergency in Takwa, how many men do you need? Mind you, you already have people in Boku. You already have been 3 issues you are dealing with. If let's assume they are, and we can find this out, the number of Galamsey communities in the country. If you are going to enforce some sort of curfew or state of emergency in those communities, have we actually done the numbers to be sure that the government has the capacity to do it, the army can do it? That's my question.
Why not, Bernard? I mean, we have a history of imposing curfews in this country, right? We have a history of imposing curfews on the whole of the Republic of Ghana, even when we did not have the current numbers that we have, right? Galamsey is not happening across the whole of the country. There are specific areas that people have just elected to destroy with their greed. And we are paying the military to protect us from enemies, foreign and domestic. Now, these people who have elected to use Galamsey as their way of life to feed themselves and their family and to do whatever they want to do, they are doing that at our expense. If you look at the provisions of the Constitution, we are, as a people, have elected to put our natural resources in the hands of the president. And it is his job to protect those and ensure that we are safe from the activities of these people in the bushes. So what it means is that if Sanchu tells us that you need to know your enemy, now nobody can tell us that we don't know who these people are, and we don't know that the military people, before they move into those places, they would have to do some background work. I believe they have done that. I believe the Kofi Annan Peacekeeping Center would have done some work on it.
You know, the reason I am pushing the resource constraint is not to justify the lack of settlement.
No, I understand that.
You see, when I remember I interviewed Kwesieni some time back, when he started pointing out the danger of the militarization of mining areas and how the confrontation between sometimes community members and mining companies and the way it was getting militarized was a problem. And he spoke about places like Dollar Power, where he spoke about how there's a lot of illegal arms trade.
People from across the border.
And his point was that there's a whole ecosystem around illegality which is thriving. Remember there was a day the government said they had gone to close down a whole town in the night because they operate at night. It's a Galamsey town with prostitutes and things. So I feel like the next leg of the argument should be we need to understand operationally the scale of the Galamsey problem in terms of specific places that need to be shut. So if you say, for example, state of emergency, maybe between us, the Media Coalition and the Academy of Science, they can identify the specific communities that require state of emergency.
They have those. They have the information.
My listeners don't. So that's one. You see, because it's Sky. Sometimes when somebody says they don't want to do something, you have to give them every reason to know that they have no other option but to do it.
Yeah.
So one, let's have a map out of the specific areas that we believe that state of emergency must happen. Number two, what level of force it will take and for how long to actually clamp down and stop it. Because you see, if you say, and these are security matters, so I don't know how many soldiers we have in Ghana. I don't know what level of equipment they have. Here we are arguing about even a presidential jet. I don't know how level of equipment they have, and I don't know how their morale. You know, Sky, don't laugh at me.
It's not just a military solution.
No, but a state of emergency is a military issue.
No.
A state of emergency is enforced by soldiers.
Soldiers and police, as the case may be.
No. You see, a state of emergency gives you a blank check. Let me put it that way.
Confront the problem.
To confront the problem in unconventional ways, including the use of force.
Yes.
Deadly force.
You understand?
Yes.
What I'm saying is that if you flip it and look at where this Galamsey has brought us, the time you interviewed Dr. The one you
No,
the Kofi Annan.
Kwesieni.
if we had confronted the situation
then
it wouldn't have.
Yeah, it's gotten worse now.
What I'm saying is that because we are licking the problem, we are still trying to. How many seminars and conferences haven't we had? The universities are putting out their researches, the medical community putting out their researches, and they're still not pushing us to bring it to a halt. You see, the issue is that it has to come to an end.
The question is let no listener misinterpret my point. I am saying, you come to my office and say, Bernard, you guys should write a story about this, and you keep telling me and I'm not doing it. Maybe I don't know how to do it, or maybe I can't do it.
That's true.
It's not maybe I'm not willing to. So I am saying
that's
that
also an alternative.
because I'm saying that you see, between the Interior Minister, Defense Ministry, and co, maybe somebody needs to analyze whether they actually have the capacity to do it.
You see,
why shouldn't we analyze that?
Wait,
why shouldn't we analyze that?
It's not for them to do it. It's not their business to do it.
Okay.
Theirs is to create the energy for the institutions and people whose duty it is to execute it. Yeah. That's the point I'm making.
No, hold on.
Let me fortify your position. You know, the president...
Wait.
Bernard, let me allow me to...
A community has miners who have taken over and they are mining.
Yes.
And you say you are declaring state of emergency. So you have to enforce it by
Yes.
saying that leave the mining pit.
Yes.
So you have to send people with force to drive them away and to ensure... I'm coming.
That's half of the solution.
Allow me. And to ensure that they are not there.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm saying that we have to add the logistical resource angle to the discussion.
That is true.
That's all I'm saying.
No, that is true.
So let's add that, and if we believe that they have no excuse on that front, let's put those facts too out.
Are we saying that,
including because when you see, the more you make a problem, somebody said when you write a problem down, you are half your way to solving it. So I'm saying there's a lot of intellectual power around Ghana Academy of Arts, all of us who have come together.
Yes.
We need to delineate and put out the top 50 Galamsey communities, their populations, and say that we believe that because the government doesn't want to. In fact, the government is even misinterpreting state of emergency.
Bernard,
give me 2 seconds. By even saying that, state of emergency, you can't declare that around the whole country. Well, else nobody has even said that.
All the governments, not just NDC. MPP to do the same
good.
thing.
And I'm saying that let's come up with the top 44 communities where Galamsey is happening, and let's delineate what it will take to enforce a cessation of Galamsey there, and juxtapose that with the government's own declared military force, and say to them, dude, you don't have an excuse because you have enough men to enforce this. Do you know what I'm saying? Because right now there is no exactness in the discussion. Nobody is mentioning the specific place the state of emergency should take place.
Bernard, if you call Erasmus Asaridonko today, he will tell you more than 44 areas in this country where Galamsey is a problem.
Let's make that public knowledge. That's what I'm saying.
All of these things have been discussed.
We are doing no, you don't get it. We are doing public advocacy for Galamsey. The more useful information we put out, the easier it is for people to put pressure on duty bearers to act. So I don't even know what you are doing. I'm saying that. So, for example, you just heard somebody on radio in the report say that the government should shoot and kill. Clearly, he has understood the challenge to a point where even he, as an ordinary citizen, is giving government confidence to do what has to be done. So, what I'm trying to say is that let's put more information out there around the specific places that need the state of emergency. Do you understand me? So that the excuse that a state of emergency is a last resort is removed.
If the president cares about his promise to the people, the NDC's promise to the people to actually deal with this problem, the president doesn't need us to be telling him that. We have been doing this since 2015.
I still should tell the people, not the president.
The state of emergency is not that go and shoot people. That's not it.
Okay.
Let's not make it look
in any event,
once the state of emergency,
no, I am
there will be a coup
d'etat. The question, you see, I keep saying that it would be good if the armed forces sometimes can speak unconstrained about how they also see.
The president is the commander-in-chief of the Ghana Armed Forces.
No, they won't do it.
You are not helping me.
When Samens wants you to do,
you are not helping me.
When Samens wants you to do a program, he calls you and tells you.
I'm saying that you see,
the willingness to deal with the problem is not there. You saw the president's body language.
No problem. Let's talk to
the willingness to deal with the problem is not there.
We all know that. Sky, no.
Let's be careful.
You
People
are
are
not
being
getting.
employed.
We all know what you are saying is
like
true.
I won't die.
I am trying to bring a question around resource availability.
Yes,
they have not
the question, but we don't have the question.
Okay.
The danger with that question is that then we give room for that to become an actual excuse, because already.
So we shouldn't ask that question.
I'm not saying we shouldn't ask that question, but we shouldn't give it room for it to become an excuse.
So you extinguish it.
Oh no, you don't extinguish it.
I hear you.
Then you shouldn't
call the military people into an office and say, look, I want to deal with this matter within the next 3 months. Give me within 2 weeks an operational strategy as to how to deal with it.
Good.
All the big brains, the fine men and women in military uniform know how to deal with it. They will come back, Mr. President, this is our operational plan. Should we go ahead? You say yes.
I am with you on
so
this
you go to parliament and do the needful.
I am with you. Ebenezer Kobina is the MC for Takwa and Siam Municipal Assembly. We just spoke to Tony Nkrumah Boateng, who is a journalist in Takwa, who says the Bonsa headworks have been shut for a month. Takwa people have to depend on water from the Aboso plant, and a lot of them have to depend on boreholes. There's no water, and he believes that it is a Galamsey problem. Let's talk to Mr. Kobina. Thanks for joining us, sir. Good morning.
Good morning.
So, what is the situation with Takwa in water? A reporter just told us that for the past 1 month, the Bonsa headworks have not been functioning, for which reason people in Takwa don't have pipe-borne water, and it traces this to Galamsey. Is this correct?
Thank you very much for the opportunity this morning to speak with Citi FM and then the entire country. I think they are all listening to us. It's a huge platform given to me this morning. Yes, the aspect of people not getting water in Takwa for the past 1 month is correct. Yes, I heard this thing that the taps are not flowing. There are various homes. And you know, Takwa here, the only place that we depend on supply of water is the Bonsa River. So when the incident came to my attention, I had to rush there to ask why. Why is it that there's no, water in the various homes? So I met the station manager. The situation, is terrible. And when you went there, it's like the river, it has gone down very, very drastic. So, this incident, it didn't start today. And, the impunity that people, took this very, the river, working on it day and night, it's uncalled for. So when we came to power and, sitting there as MC, myself and my MP, Honorable Salifu Taylor, I think we had a plan, of making sure that people do not go working on the, dredging or being Galamsey on the river. So I went there, I myself, even on social media, maybe you have seen it, to make sure that people, those who are working on the river, wage war against them. And we did that. They've worked on the river, and most of the places on the river, they've diverted the actual river place. The lane that the river used to pass. They've diverted it a whole lot. So it's a challenge that it's generally, in fact, it's not even centered to Takwa. It is a general thing in Ghana. That, in fact, we have to, all of us have to get up and work at it.
Is there an operation as we speak in Takwa to stop Galamsey, i.e., is there some task force? Is the assembly working with police at the district level, or is the Galamsey fight more on a national scale? So my question is that, as I'm talking to you this week, is there something you and your team as the DISEC are leading on the ground against Galamsey, or everything is on the national level?
Thank you, Fred. Galamsey fight is not one person's fight. It's coordinated. In fact, it's all of us are fighting. So the municipality, we are fighting. Individuals are also helping us. I mean, some other institutions here, even the mining companies here, the big mining companies, they are also helping us to solve the galamsey. My MP, Honorable Sasal Fukela, when he was even, coming from Accra, he bought safety boots for the blue water guards to work. He has released a car. The blue water guards, they have challenges. They have logistical challenge. So he has released car for them to work especially on the river bodies. And as it stands now, the challenge has to do with the people you go to them. You wage war against them in the morning, in the night, you've gone back. You see, so it's something else. But we are doing our best as municipality. The police, they are all in they are all in helping this very cause. The blue water guards do not work in isolation. They have the police architecture who are also attached to the blue water guards. And I sometimes even go with them. The blue water guards go with them, especially on the river bodies. Where the thing has got into, it is a national issue. It's something that all of us has to come together and then solve the problem. That is how the thing is.
So at the level of the district, you don't have the resources to enforce. I'm coming. No, what I'm saying is that hold on. I'm trying to understand that where the thing has reached, there needs to be a national response to what is happening locally. You don't have the equipment and the men to tackle Galamsey on your own.
You didn't hear what I'm saying is Galamsey fight is not only centered in the municipal fight. That is what I'm talking about. National. Through the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources, they are doing their best. Just last 3
No, I understand this, but I'm talking. I understand this. I'm talking to you as the head of the municipality, and I'm trying to understand if you have what it takes at that level to deal with the Galamsey in Takwa, or you will need national support to fight it.
It's the same thing that we are saying. It's the same thing. What I'm saying is that Galamsey fight is for all of us. The municipality, we are doing our best. However, national, other institutions, stakeholders, they are also helping us. We cannot do the thing on our own. Just like municipality, the municipal assembly fighting Galamsey alone. In fact, it's a no something. We cannot do it. So the national too, they are also helping us. Other stakeholders, other even corporate institutions in the municipality, they are all bringing resources together to help. The Bonsa River that you spoke about. When I went there, Anglo people had gone there. They had gone there to also see the situation themselves, and even promised to even give us an excavator to dredge the area where the river passes to the treatment plant. So it's a coordinated thing, something that we cannot do it as in isolation. It's not possible. So first, we are doing our best.
All right.
We are doing our best. But remember how the thing got to. The level that the Galamsey was, and when we took over, it will take time for us to correct this.
Thank you. Ebenezer Kobina is the MC for Takwa and Siaim. He kept referring to me as Fred because Fred is my producer who called him. I'll take a short break. When we come back, we will take some of your comments. And please I don't want anybody to go home thinking that I am saying the government cannot fight Galamsey. I was just asking a question because I know Ghanaians.
Oh, no, but you haven't said that.
You don't know people.
You have not said that.
You don't know Ghana people.
Oh, no.
This is the Citi Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
Always busy on the go. Tap the app, you're good to go. Big dreams, little time. There's a boat for you to ride. Every single time, While the errands will link up or more. Hop in a boat and get out and explore. There's a boat for you to ride, Make moves with boat. Use code Keep Moving 50 for 50% off your first 3 rides. Download the boat app now. Make moves with boat. They're luckiest. Luckiest everywhere. For everyone.
This year is going to be sweet. I don't just feel it, I know it, because the Luckiest Season 3 is back.
And I'm about to show you how to grab your golden ticket. Just dial *712# and follow the prompts to purchase your ticket. Or go to theluckiestafrica.com, hit community tickets, and pick your lucky number.
Or let the system do its magic. Choose how much you want to spend from 1 to 5,000 Ghana cedis. You can even buy a ticket for someone else. Be someone's hero. Payment? Easy. Mobile money in Ghana or card if you're international.
One ticket can turn 1 CD into 500 times more. That's maths we love. Or your community could win 10 times more. So let's get lucky together because luck is everywhere.
Play responsibly, not for persons under 18 years. This promotion is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas platform.
Do you know what that is? It's the sound of me looking into my Nido 23 grams promo sachet for a code so I can win in the Nido Opatampamo promo.
Yes, the promo is back again. Bigger and better.
Become one of the 5 lucky winners of a fully paid family getaway in Nido's Opatampamo promo. Look inside your Nido 23 gram promo sachet for a code and dial *380*11# and follow the prompts for a chance to win big at Dipashimwampa. Nido, your love, their future. This advert is FDA approved. This promo is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas Lottery platform. T's and C's apply.
It's the Electroland Back to School promo. Get huge deals on NASCO LED TVs from 899 cedis. Washing machines from 1,399 Ghana cedis with free iron on some models. AC from 2,799 Ghana cedis. TCL TVs with free 43 or 55 inches TV on selected purchases. Grab a Samsung 43 to 65 UHD Smart 4K TVs and get a free TV wall bracket. NASCO top and bottom mount fridges from 1,499 Ghana cedis with free portable juicer. Ceiling fan for 449 Ghana cedis. Grill microwave from 949 Ghana cedis. Garment steamer for 699 Ghana cedis. NASCO blender for 219 cedis. Tabletop burner for 449 Ghana cedis. Rush and get yours. Visit www.electrolandgh.com or call 0503 159 739. Don't miss out on these amazing deals.
First impressions matter. Make yours unforgettable with the irresistible scent of Princess Body Mist and Roll-On. Designed for every lady who wants to leave a lasting impression wherever she goes. And for our gentlemen, there is Style Up Perfume and Roll-On. Elevate your presence with a confident, masculine fragrance that keeps you dry and fresh all day. Because your fragrance should speak before you do, use Princess Body Mist and Roll-On and Style Up Perfume and Roll-On. Your daily essentials for smelling good from dawn till dusk. Princess and Style Up. Smell good and feel great together. The GC brand. It's all about you. This advert is FDA approved.
Are you hoping to start university this October? If you want a British degree from a world-class university at a fraction of the cost, then join Lancaster University Ghana in Accra. With a diverse student community, vibrant campus life, and up to 50% scholarship to support your study, Lancaster University Ghana provides you with a world-class education that creates endless possibilities globally. Don't miss this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Apply to join Lancaster University Ghana, where learners become leaders. Admissions are currently open for our 2024 intakes. Apply now for our foundation and undergraduate programs. For more information, contact us at +233 030 221 8989 or send an email to admissions@lancaster.edu.gh. Lancaster University Ghana, the only British university campus in West Africa.
If you know these sounds, you didn't just live through the 90s, you lived the experience. Back then, connection took minutes. Today, it takes a blink. You express yourself with memes. You hold video calls across continents. You say hey to an AI who responds,
"Hello, Kwame."
You order rides, dinner, and dreams all from the palm of your hand. A lot has changed, So have we. For over 3 decades, EcoBank has evolved with you, leading digital banking in Ghana and across 33 African countries, pioneering solutions built around how you live, move, and dream today. From our express points to EcoBank Pay, online banking, and the mobile app, we are where you are. Here for today, ready for tomorrow. Now, that's change, powered by EcoBank.
EcoBank, a better way to bank your way. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
This is the City Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
Hungry man say fix the country. Bellefou say fix yourself.
7 minutes to 10. When it comes to business trips, you need travel that fits around your schedule. Fly Emirates to Beijing, Shanghai, Guangzhou, and Shenzhen in the Chinese mainland with the convenience of daily flight from Accra to Dubai or via Dubai. On board, you can relax in comfort with world-class hospitality, explore up to 6,500 channels of entertainment, and stay connected with free Wi-Fi. Get more from your business travel with Emirates, your gateway to the Chinese mainland. Ghana, are you ready? The Ghana Career and Migration Fair 2025 is here, presented by the EU and the German Ministry of Labour in partnership with the Ministry of Labour, Jobs and Employment. Actually, the German Ministry of Development Cooperation, rather, in partnership with the Ministry of Labour, Jobs and Employment. This is your one-stop platform connecting young people with jobs, skills, scholarships and migration opportunities the right way. It's today, 17 September, from 9 to 5, Grand Arena, Accra. Make your way to the Grand Arena to be part of the Ghana Career and Migration Fair. Are you looking to do things differently to level up your skills and get ahead in this challenging job market? Doing things different is what the Design and Technology Institute DTI is all about. We're offering programs ranging from precision welding and fabrication, design innovation, which is graphic design, sound engineering, animation, photography, etc., as well as entrepreneurship. Our programs are internationally recognized by the American Welding Society, Pearson, BTEC, and Citi Vet, so you can shine in Ghana or anywhere in the world. So call 054-169-3534 for more information about DTI Africa. You can also go to dtiafrica.com/admissions.
And Mpox is a viral illness that spreads through close contact. And yes, it's real. But the good news is we can protect ourselves. Wash your hands regularly, avoid close contact with anyone showing symptoms, and seek medical help if you feel unwell. Let's stay informed and safe. Are you ready to grow your wealth and tap into South Africa's booming property market? Then don't miss the South Africa Property Investment Summit happening right here in Accra. The venue is the British Council, Accra, Ghana. Date Friday, 26th September 2025. There's the 9 a.m. morning session and also 1 p.m. afternoon session. This is your chance to network with industry experts, discover lucrative opportunities, and learn proven strategies for success. Register now and take your investment to the next level. For sponsorship and inquiries, call or WhatsApp 055-239-6539 or 059-2050-984. You can also visit www.sapis.africa. The South Africa Property Investment Summit, where opportunities meet success. When you buy anything, it has to be the very best. Diamond 42.5R grade cement is the highest quality cement on the Ghanaian market. Since the year 2000, Diamond has put smiles on the faces of homeowners, block makers, and supported numerous constructions with their high quality brand that's rated green by the Environmental Protection Agency. Now we have the affordable 32.5R grade, which means there's a good deal for everybody. That's great value for your pocket. You deserve the very best. Make Diamond Cement your number one choice for all your building needs. Anyone who wishes to buy Diamond Cement should deal with the company directly. Locate Diamond Cement Ghana Limited nationwide with factories in Aflao, Takoradi and Bupe. You can call 0244-313-368 or 0540-111-978 and 0202-021-175. Diamond Cement, still as hard as a diamond.
And if you're looking for a best of flavor in every sip, discover the refreshing taste of Piva beverages. The classic cola that fits every time. The delightful orange, packed with recognized citrus flavor. The cocktail fruit drink brings the tropics to you. And of course, the tangy drink that's bursting with tangerine flavor. Call 0550-032-231. Piva, it tastes your love. So in wrapping up the discussion on Galamsey, I don't want to touch briefly on the Tamale situation, but there isn't really time. The Tamale situation is really troubling. Probably find some different platform.
No, we should do it tomorrow.
Yeah. Let me just read this quickly on. It's interesting how the man from Takwa says the whole township has become a Galamsey haven with all economic activities revolving around it. How do you declare state of emergency in such an area? What are the townsfolk themselves doing to help themselves? The chorus of declared state of emergency is being sung out of tune. You don't add your name. Roland Jan Kwafu in Ofanko says monetization of our policies is one of the major reasons why politicians are finding it difficult to fight Galamsey, not necessarily youth unemployment. Hashtag end Galamsey now. I certainly agree with the last speaker in the report that you heard. I know Richard may disagree and call in with human rights arguments. The only solution now is the use of the bullet. Though harsh, we can't sit to watch while people will be killed in the long term for these Galamsey activities. We can't declare war and go to the battlefield with dialogue and plenty talk. The talk from government is too much. Atu from Gulf City, good morning. Listening carefully to those who have interviewed on Galamsey this morning, I can only conclude that the president's decision to tackle the issue in bits starting from safeguarding water bodies is the best way to go. Any other option may just solve one problem and then create an even bigger one. All right, those are some comments. Let me end by telling you about GASM. The nation builder stands with you every step of the way, and we've upgraded to an all-new GASM Eco Cool. It's not just any cement, it's made to overcome all your building and construction challenges. For the first 1 million Eco Cool bags bought, 1 cedi will be donated to the Tree for Life Reforestation Initiative by the Ministry of Lands. With GASM Eco Cool, you're guaranteed superior quality and a flawless finish every single time. Make Eco Cool your number one and go-to choice for any building project. A lot to say, but the time, unfortunately, is not on our side. Oh.
Yeah. I mean, I think, again, we have said so much today, and we'll continue. We'll continue with this, because this is a clear and present danger that is beginning to find its way into other sectors. You know, the hospitality sector is on its knees because of Galamsey, you know. But what I want to say is we should support the ministry, the minister. Okay, we have a minister, as what's the name? Amakufibua, who's been appointed, and what we've done is to tie his legs and hands and ask him to run. Papa, go to his own constituency and see how people are fighting him, threatening his life and his family because of the effort to stop this Galamsey. We can't live like that as a country.
So let's unshackle him to do that work.
This person, guess what? People undermine him and be telling things into the president's ears, sir. Then they say, oh, he has been changed to local government. He has been changed. That's what we do. Instead of supporting the man. I haven't met him before.
If we want the fight to succeed, let's empower the minister. Let's support him. Yeah. I see. That's a good one. Thank you, Samens. There was also Francis Kakara Forsen, which is Kai. Earlier on, Caleb Kuda was here with the news. City News at 10. Ejubi Rafakinton. Good morning.
Good morning. Coming up, government to station